But the kid that
Yeah,
the whole thing was
whole thing
like,
that happened. That's great.
yeah.
Wonderful. Well, hey, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to session 6.5 or session 6 part 2. Last session, we had to cut a little bit short because Darren Wolf got an important real life call. Not a fantasy call, a real life call. We had to deal with it. But the good news is that's been sorted. And last week, Power said, nope, we're just not going to have that. So we couldn't play. But we're back. And these people are beautiful. And I'm feeling pretty dandy. So we're going to go around the table, as is tradition, have everyone introduce themselves and their characters. I'm going to do a quick little recap of what happened last session. And then we're going to dive right into some play. So let's go Blau, Zeb, Patrick, Atomic, Aaron. Take it away, gentlemen.
Hi there, I'm Blau/Joe, and I'm playing Eppius, the wizard who now has a magnificent flesh golem and a skeletal friend.
Horrifying.
Hi, I'm Zeb. I'm playing Gris, the socially awkward ranger, and I'm just looking for a little bit of guidance.
I'm Patrick. I'm playing Lucas, the half-elf and bearded cleric, and I can give you guidance anytime you want, Zeb. Just ask. It's a cantrip anytime.
I hate you so much.
Hey everybody, I'm Tonic, playing Calgadir, Blood Rager, and it's time to clash and smash, my bros.
Absolutely.
You're muted, Aaron. Yeah. All right.
I was actually just lip syncing, and it wasn't
Alright.
I was waiting to see if anybody was actually watching because I just want to be seen.
You guys want to be seen and heard, right? Okay.
No, guys, I'm Aaron. I'm playing Rikus, the half orc fighter, who, thanks to his best bug, Talgadir now has a flail to smash those pesky skeletons with.
Brilliant.
And yet we're gonna do like flash dance style choreographed numbers now with the swinging the flail around.
Can you do like breakdance fighting? That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's called Capoeira?
Capybara.
It's like
Capybara, like the
capybaras, the giant guinea pigs.
No,
Yeah.
Capybara or whatever. It's a South
Capoeira.
American.
Yeah,
That's the
Capoeira.
one. I can barely do English.
Yeah. Speaking of English, I'm Derwolf, which is German. So I'm the game master, and I'm super excited to be here. But we're gonna dive right into play. So last session, the adventurers, the would-be slayers of dragons, well, apparently that's the name of the campaign, had retreated from the kobold den after a bloody fight with the initial assault, a very bloody fight, and a mischievous, some sort of ranger kobold had lured one Calgadir into a trap where he had fallen and almost fallen to his death into this pit trap. But because of the quick action of his friends, he was able to be recovered. He returned to town, but a strange and ominous storm, upon the winds of which carried this chanting in Draconic about some sort of black wings and the return, and it was just creepy and weird, and the storm just waterlogged. And when I say storm, I mean it was coming down in literal sheets, just that whoosh, whoosh, whoosh kind of rainstorm. Everything became extremely waterlogged. And during this storm, you all had encountered a group of undead kobold skeletons. So some kobold skeletons that were on fire, which was disturbing, but some quick acting from one Lucas managed to put the majority of them down by the holy light of his goddess. The holy light of his goddess. So we're going to pick back up relatively close to where we left off, maybe an hour or so afterwards, where you all have had some time to gather your supplies and ready yourselves to return. But I do want to offer to the group an opportunity to get any last minute bookkeeping, role-playing, interactions with each other, NPCs out of the way before we dive back into the kobold den.
Eppius is going to come walking down the road with an 8-foot monstrosity behind him. So that's top of conversation. He doesn't really explain. He says this is what we've been waiting for. This is scraps. We're ready to go. And it's a 8-foot patched together monstrosity of kobold limbs and muscle with the scales of kobold kind of up, stitched together over the top of it.
Can't think of anything else we were gonna do other than that.
I know you guys were wanting to look at armor.
Oh yeah, you guys want to go talk to the armorer.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Oh, I was gonna get. I
yeah.
wanted to get a dinosaur turned into a hat. Important things.
Yeah, and that would have been probably got like a tanner or something here. That's
Well,
fine.
yeah.
Well, if I see this monstrosity coming, at first I'll just be looking at you like necromancy.
No, of
Golem?
course not. No, this is all elemental energy. It just has the flesh there for it to animate.
Necromancy.
Not using the souls at all.
Necromancy? No, this is an abomination of science.
Ugh.
Okay. All right. I will
If you
reserve
want to detect
judgment.
undead on it, you're welcome to.
Yeah, I might end up doing that eventually, but at the moment, I don't think I have that ready.
I mean,
So, Patch,
I'm trying. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's immune to magic. I'm not sure if it would radiate anything, even if it was undead. But
technically, it's closer to a meatball.
it is. It's a meatball with an electric elemental in there, kind of marionetting it. Yes.
See, I can know things.
that's what concerns me.
All right, so y'all were doing your hat stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna go see the tanner. I don't know. Do you remember what
Which
you were
I
gonna
would-
go do, Rikus?
I would also love to speak to the
Um,
Tanner.
No, I don't think.
I thought
Honestly,
there
I
was
think
armor involved. I thought
Well,
someone was getting armor.
I've already got a breastplate, so that's good enough for now. Honestly. Oh, maybe no, I'm good.
It was
Okay.
very fancy as well. It
I-
did take a couple of dings.
Oh,
Well,
I think
still
we're going to this.
perfectly good.
No, that wouldn't
I'm
be
not
either.
saying the armor's not good. I'm saying it's a little bit scuffed.
Where we go to the blacksmith.
Well, so is your big meatball thing.
Oh yeah, no, he's horrible. He looks awful.
Just,
I
try
didn't-
not to look him
I-
in his 6 eyes. Don't do that.
I'm just imagining one of
the golem does kind of look towards both. It's like, oh,
if you've ever seen like the abominations, like the Warcraft, like undead abominations, they
Yeah.
got like the 3 arms, and like one's got like a hook and like a butcher's cleaver.
it does probably have like bones protruding from its hand, like a morning star kind of.
I just didn't expect the smell. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this, and I didn't expect it to smell the way that
Well, yeah,
it
it
does.
smells like formaldehyde.
Is that what that smells like?
Okay, I didn't realize that was.
I thought it was me.
I don't know what formaldehyde is.
I wouldn't touch it too much.
Well, I wouldn't know it if I saw it.
Well,
But
no, I
now-
mean,
but now I would know it
the
if I smelled it, I guess.
the golem kind of coated in it. I
Well,
wouldn't touch too
I
much.
did-
Like it
It's
might,
a
it might
little
be bad.
dripping
nah.
that comes off one
I'm
of its
not-
elbows, like hits the
I'm-
ground, sizzles.
I mean, you don't take it the wrong way, Epius, but I'm not going to touch that thing at all.
I don't touch it any more than I have to. Believe me.
He's fine. Ugh.
Let's go. We have things to do.
We're probably scaring the children.
We're probably scaring the adults.
I mean, more than likely. All right, give me 1 second. Just to...
I mean,
Should we hang a friendly sign around his
I
neck?
mean,
Or
you couldn't have just put a big blanket over it or a coat or
why
something.
do you think I want to go talk to the tanner?
Don't attack me. I'm on your side. I promise.
Just paint a smiley face on his chest.
No, just give him. Just
Well,
put a sack on his head and draw a smiley face on it.
Oh my
There
god!
we go.
The kobolds have
It-
doubled in size! It's an abomination! Run for the hills!
It can't talk. I don't know if I made a mistake or if the manual didn't exactly cover the vocal cords very well. I'm not sure what. It can kind of groan.
Anybody smell torches? Anybody smell torches? We might want to go.
Kill me. It only rests kill me. I wonder why. Did I do something wrong?
Weird.
Right.
Weird thing. So you can head to the Tanners. You can have your Velociraptor hat made.
Yes. Yes.
Yep. For the
Will he-
low
will he
price
make like
of
a-
10 gold.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
And I want it like, mouth open, like mandibles above below. You know,
if you
that
want the
style of like
mandibles, that'll be 15 gold.
oh
Alright.
oh 15 whole
That's
gold. Well, like
custom work.
excuse me. Well, yeah.
Custom work.
You think
You want, like the
Caldir
Roman Velites style?
Calgadir's a good for it?
Calgadir is turning into the Velocipaster.
Absolutely beautiful.
Or
Um,
Velociraptor.
and Epius would like to ask if they could make a giant, like, heavy leather apron for this stupid thing.
Also 15 gold.
Because for some reason, when he made the golem, there's just like a weird penis thing included, and they were tired of seeing it.
Yeah.
frankly.
Yeah, no,
It's
well,
disgusting.
he's essentially asking for leather armor. It's not proficient in it, but since it doesn't have any ACP, it doesn't do anything if he's not proficient in it.
Well, I mean, you have to put all of them on the front in the same place. There's like 7 of them there.
Washington, Washington.
6 feet tall weighs a fucking ton.
Does it have
Oh.
cheekage? These are questions. These are important questions.
All right. So as they all
Hey,
discuss the anatomy of this monstrosity that Epius
Don't say
has
all of them.
built, everyone, even Lucas
Yeah,
gets
that's-
involved apparently.
Nope,
Not
saying a word. I'm looking at the pretty lady in the inn.
Yeah.
There's a couple of pretty ladies in this flesh corner.
I want to. One thing that I do want to do while these guys are, and like, I'll excuse myself after I've made the comment about the anatomy. I want to go to the alchemist.
All right. Head over
I
to
wanna-
Tenix
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tell her
or
Calgadir sent
Xenix
you.
Tonics. Xenix
It's
Tonics.
just-
Yeah.
Whichever one that Calgadir went to.
Yeah. You can head over to Xenix Tonics. The proprietor is open for business.
And Reichels will just go in, slap his hand on the table, and go, "How many vials of alchemist fire do you have?"
How many do you want?
Better start small. 5.
You know, we've got a 2-for-1 special. If you go with 6, it'll be a better discount.
Better make it 12.
Sold. Sucker. All right, and yeah, you can buy.
This guy.
You can buy. You can buy.
She was a
12
nice woman.
I just-
I thought
I'm
she
just
was the
saying-
nice
no,
woman.
no,
What
no.
happened?
We're not. We can't just let this pass and be like, "I'm standing right here. I can hear you."
Well, what? Oh, I said I said the in the head thing out loud. My bad. So you can buy 12 alchemist fire for the price of 6.
Okay. And do they have any healing potions?
Yes.
I would like. Oh, let's see. GM, how much is it for a cure moderate wounds potion?
That is a great question. I don't know offhand.
It was.
think it's 50.
It's
150.
too long for me to remember.
150. Okay, 150.
I think it's 150.
Okay.
I can
And
tell you here in a second for sure.
is it 50 for cure light?
That should be what the price is.
50
I'm
or
pulling up my
70.
loot sheet
So
right now.
one of our viewers just mentioned, could the tanner conceivably tan actual golem's flesh and give it leather armor?
It would reduce its mobility, though.
He might be able to. The issue is already put together and it's like formaldehyded.
Yeah,
so I
it's
don't
just-
think that might
True,
not work
This
for
thing's
tanning.
this thing's
That was
this
an
thing's
interesting idea, though. I like where
Yeah.
I like
But
where
yeah.
8890's mine was at. That was good.
yeah.
That was good.
Yep.
I like that. Yeah.
It's 50 and 300 for a moderate. I would not go for moderates.
Okay, then you know what? We're gonna go. If I can get 5 cure light, if they've got it.
So here's the good news. They do. Here's
Okay.
the bad
What's
news.
the
They're
bad
out
news?
of healing potions for the next couple weeks.
I mean, I'll let next couple of weeks Rikus worry about the deficit of healing potions.
That's fair. In the
No,
town.
let's be realistic. It's future Calgadir's problem, is what he's saying.
All right, that's okay. Fair enough.
You're not wrong.
That's future me. That's future me's problem. That guy's a dick.
Aw. Yeah, screw that guy.
Fuck you, future me. Sincerely, me.
Any other small little things you like to get out of the way before we dive back into the kobold den proper?
was the guy that was coming out while Calgary was going in that could not stop sleeping with that prostitute there again?
No.
Okay. Just,
Chris
we'd be back.
definitely wants to make
No,
the comment.
the STDs finally got the better of him. It's a real shame.
Oh, he failed his fortitude too.
He did, yeah.
What happens in Vegas doesn't stay in Vegas.
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
What happens in Vegas stays in your
No, it
GP's
doesn't,
office.
Lucas. Oh dear me. We'll get to some
Oh,
actual
yeah.
adventure here soon. We're just bullshitting at this point.
Yes. And I take it we're
Uh,
not sleeping overnight to regain anything. Just
I
to-
think that was the plan at the end of last session, but I think we just kind of skipped it. Can we get our spells back? Or
Yeah,
should
yeah.
we
I assume you
Marcus-
guys had rested
Yeah.
after that fight. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, no,
so
we
got
came
everything
back, we rested, we
'Cause-
got up, and then we were going to go do some shit. And then that's
Correct.
when
Yeah, that was the
everything
time we
started
discussed
going
finishing the flesh golem in as well. We just kind
Yeah.
of forgot.
Okay.
that was the
After-
whole point because all of our casters were out of spells.
Okay, but have we rest? Are we going to rest after that fight?
Yes. That is
Yeah.
what we just said.
The
Yep.
cobalt fight. Okay,
absolutely.
That's what I was just checking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Change a
So-
spell or two around. or no?
Absolutely.
So
Good to go,
uh,
boys.
yeah, so Atomic, Mark, I'm going to give you 6 of those alchemist fires. You seem to be fond of those. I suck at like the hand-eye coordination bit, so I've got 6 left. Who wants some of them?
Appius will warn you, keep them away from the golem. Fire does bad things to it.
Yeah, well, it's
Oh, actually-
thrown weapons are based off strength, aren't they? So
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah,
I'm-
that's right. That's
I'm a
right.
liar. It's only magical fire.
Okay, well then, do you want some of these?
I mean, I definitely do. But I was just saying, you're probably.
Oh, I was talking to
Oh,
Joe.
sorry.
Oh God, no! I can't throw things like that.
Okay.
This is the sword thing's all telekinetic. I can't do that with an alchemist fire. God,
Right. Okay.
this is a noodle.
Then Grizz, Lucas.
I mean, it probably wouldn't hurt to have them at least distributed to an amount of. Oh
Right.
shit! This thing's only weakened by fire, but Calgadir's on the other side of the room. Just
Oh,
in
yeah.
case.
I'm only giving you half of them.
I'll take one of them.
All right.
It never
For
hurts.
one alchemist fire.
Alchemist fire
Sorry,
can be
man.
used so creatively. It's one of those things. It's like grease.
All right. You know what? Then Rikus will insist, since Lucas is going to take one, he's going to just straight up give one to Gris and to Appius as well, without
We'll take it.
just
Yeah.
they are. And I'll keep 3 for myself.
So I have 7 alchemist fires.
And I'll give each of you one of the potions of cure light wounds that I have, just in case you need them.
I still have 4 and then 1 cure mod from the stuff that I bought.
Does someone
Goodness,
want to
Tony.
give Appius a cure light wounds potion? Because once he's out of spells, he's basically on utility duty, dumping
I
potions.
just
in people's mouths and
I
stuff.
gave each of you a cure light.
Oh, okay. I thought you gave us all an alchemist fire. My bad.
Well,
And
And
I'm
Alchemist
being
Fire.
I'm
look at you.
looking out for you.
Looking out for the party. See, that's what this party's all about. Looking out for each other. I love it.
well, we can keep everybody alive so everybody can kill shit.
And after our little scuffle out in the streets and everybody going out going, what are you guys doing out here? Why has everyone got swords out? Especially Lucas's girlfriend over there at the counter. I'm not taking my eyes off of her.
She's not my
I'm-
girlfriend.
She has
She's
been,
she's
she
a
has
girl
been
who happens to be
decidedly-
his friend.
She's decidedly been avoiding you guys for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I remember her coming out and just being like, what is going on here? When there was a lot of noise happening. So Gris is having none of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
No,
it's
she's
very implausible that she. You're implausible that she
That
doesn't know
nobody
something.
heard. With how socially awkward Gris is, he's like, I don't trust a single person in this damn town. Lizard people, I'm doing it. No,
That's
give me
me.
the woods.
That's me.
Speaking of trust, as you all depart from the city, having gathered your Molotov alchemist fires, your drinks of making you not feel dead, you continue out from Belhaim and you head east. And to just again to remind you what the Dragon Fend looks like, you all were obviously in Belhaim, and it's not too far of a journey. Maybe a quarter mile or so to actually get back to the flooded quarry. The first thing you realize as you leave the city and begin that short journey towards the kobold den is that the ground itself is incredibly waterlogged to the point of where it feels as though the very earth itself is grabbing on to each footfall, and even the golem is struggling as you move. It is as though the ground itself is trying to slow your approach.
It's like
So maybe horses next time.
Simultaneously, there is the closer you get to the kobold den, this old quarry, there is a foul stench in the air. A mixture of rotting flesh and decaying underbrush. That smell, if you've ever been near a compost pile that is quite ripe at the heat of summer, though it is damp, though it is not warm out, you smell those two things mixed together. It is a quite pungent and off-putting smell. I'd like you all to give fortitude saves, please.
I rolled a 1. That doesn't mean I failed. It just means I rolled a 1.
So, Lucas, Gris, and Epius, you are all going to be suffering from the sickened condition until I say otherwise. That smell is so overpowering. And I'd actually like
Sickened
Epius.
is -2 on all attacks, weapon damage, saving throws, skill checks.
Epius, I'd like you to give a knowledge, either religion or a knowledge arcana, if you can.
Would you prefer one or the other?
Religion would be preferable. It's a lower DC.
I can try the other if that's not good enough.
Epius, you recognize what this is. This is a highly empowered and expanded desecration spell. The very ground around the flooded quarry has been corrupted and turned to something evil, something quite wrong. And as you enter into the area, you can feel that kind of sense of foreboding and that sense of life is not welcomed here.
Yeah, goosebumps stand up all over and he says, "Oh, do you feel that, Lucas? Desecrate."
You do, Lucas.
It feels evil. In fact, I will
I predict undead.
see. Unfortunately, that's not one of my cantrips I have ready today.
I did not take command, sadly, but I did take 2 magic weapons rather than sleeps. So that's better than sleep against undead, at least.
As you reach the edge of the quarry, similar to how you began your first investigation into the quarry area,
So sad.
you look down over the edge. You do not see any kobolds standing around the 2 entrances that I described to you. What you see instead are what looks to be, instead of the water that you saw at the base there, that pool of liquid at the base of this quarry looks thicker and more viscous than it did before. And its color is not white or kind of clear like that bluish color. It is blood red.
It's no deeper than it was before, though, or not a lot deeper. Not like
It's not
how
a
much
lot
rain.
deeper, slightly deeper. Maybe it comes right up to the walls or like the entrance of those caves. But and you can tell as maybe a gust, some wind travels down, you can see it doesn't ripple like water. It just slightly stirs like kind of a thick, almost slightly congealed blood.
Perhaps the focus for the ritual? No desecrate should be this large.
I guess I could do a check. Spellcraft.
Yeah, I allow it. Absolutely.
All right.
We need to find some way to disrupt this.
Yeah. Although I'm not supposed to be able to roll that.
Lucas, you think back to your trainings. You think back to any sort of reading you did while you were studying to take on the mantle of a cleric. And you cannot think of anything. This is like nothing you've ever read about or heard of. Desecrate spell should not be able to encompass this large of an area. This is something more. This is something greater, and you're not sure what it is.
Yeah. Religion check probably wouldn't help either. So. Don't have
I wouldn't touch
anything
that
we can
water if
do.
we.
Yeah, we need to stay away. I guess we go in, but we're going to have an issue unless we want to travel back to Belhaim and go the back way.
Golem won't make it. It's only going to get worse. Golem's too big.
How big is the golem? Large?
Yeah,
The golem is large, about 8 feet tall, and like 400 pounds.
yeah.
And we barely
So,
got through that passageway.
Yeah, well, then I guess we continue.
You're able to travel down that slow, circling kind of pathway that leads down to the base. You're unimpeded. Nobody falls into the blood, as it were. But as you reach down, that sense of foreboding, it grows stronger to those that failed that initial check. You maintain that sickened condition, but I also need those that failed to give me a quick will save. As you begin to hear these kind of whispers as you get close to the cave entrance.
Is it fortitude?
Yes. No. Will save, excuse me. Okay. Lucas and Epius, your minds are filled with these dark, just kind of whispering voices. And you are feeling not quite like yourselves. No in-game effects presently, but I'm going to mark your tokens. And we'll deal with that when it becomes pertinent.
Are we supposed to be on the quarry map? Because we're still on
Yeah.
the Dragon Fen.
Yeah, just getting you over there.
Okay.
You got it.
Cool,
So
cool.
we pick back up pretty much where you guys had left this area. There's this massive hole in front of you. But what you notice is that you did take a lot of bodies with you when you left Epius. The bodies that you remember leaving behind are all gone. Every one of them.
We've taken them all.
We didn't see anything floating around.
No, we didn't have mules either, though.
Yeah.
I take it we can we scout the areas that we've already visited
Absolutely.
safely to save time?
Yes, you scout the areas you've already visited. Again, any bodies you left are gone. In fact, the very blood splatters of you killing these creatures appear as though nothing had transpired. It is as though someone came through with alcohol and a scrub daddy and scrubbed everything clean.
Yeah, no, that is weird. The bodies, okay, sure, they want to bury their dead, but
The blood.
like the crime scene cleanup, that's a bit much.
Trying more or less not to throw up right now, but I do not like this.
Let's find a way to navigate this pit.
You're able to navigate the pit without too much issue. Take a couple 10s, some 20s. You're able to
Okay, we
get
can
over
skirt
the
it.
pit. You can skirt it as well, whatever's easiest for you. This leads you to a deeper section of the cave system here. There is a giant pile of of what appears to be kobold armor, kobold weapons. It's as though all of the items from the fallen kobolds were gathered up and thrown into a massive pile right where I'm pinging. Down the corridor, you see two other passageways. One that leads somewhat back towards the entrance area, and one that appears to lead deeper into the side of the quarry. Go ahead and reveal that to you.
Let's clear our back before we proceed.
Yep, I agree.
Traveling back that way, you find what appears to be a holdings kind of area, almost like someone or something was caged in this holding area, but the door itself has been smashed open, and that's back towards the entrance on my ping as well.
Can I tell if it's been smashed open like from the inside or
It
like
has
smashed
been
in from the
smashed
outside?
inward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something came to get it out without the key
Mhm.
or whatever unlocking mechanism they had.
Correct.
Mhm.
Are there any
Is there-
tracks or anything
Yeah,
inside?
is there any tracks at all?
Lots of kobold tracks. Enough to where it is impossible to tell how many were here.
But there's nothing like they're just kobold tracks. There's nothing.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm betting this entire area is just littered with them. I mean, how many kobolds they had in here?
I was
So-
looking for maybe like a partial of a boot imprint or something.
We want to send the golem ahead, squeezing up the tunnel, stamping the floor for traps. All right, the golem's going to go ahead, and I'm going to command it to, give each step a mighty like step before it goes into it. So if there's a pit trap, it'll
the
trigger.
issue you run into here is the kobold is too big to squeeze through here.
Oh, it's a small tunnel.
Small tunnel.
Hmm.
Shit.
So hands and knees kind of stuff for us,
Yeah,
and
For
impossible
us.
for the goal.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right,
Oof.
guard our rear.
Bruh, it says
Well, I'll.
as it
like,
helicopters
yes.
in front of you. No, I'm done. I'm sorry.
No, it does. It does.
It does.
God damn it.
Or like wind turbines, like a whole field of them. But all right, let's move on.
Hair blowing back.
It's disgusting. But as you maneuver your way up, the cave turns slightly to the sort of more to the north, and then it begins to open up. And as you all get to right about here, I'm going to have you guys give us a quick perception check. You may move yourselves up to just at the edge, right there. Yeah, I want to give a perception check if you would.
Perception, hey?
Yeah.
See what Calgadir can see this time.
Calgadir. Ah, you know how there
Calgadir
was a trap?
sees nothing.
Remember how there was a trap?
Yep.
Zeb, there's
Yes,
a poison dart trap right where the cave starts to open back up.
I would grab Rikus and Calgadir. I can't move Calgadir, but I can at least like pull Rikus back.
Rikus is just about to step into it.
Yeah, and I just slowly point down at his feet because I don't know what's around that corner. I'm not trying to alert anything, so more or less I'm going to point and just slowly whisper out poison dart.
Or we have some prearranged, like you grab me and I grab him because I can stop.
Yeah. More or less, it's a tap to him, and Calgadir just.
Well, it's like he goes to and just gets yoinked back.
All right. It's just. Well, what do we do?
Is it on a like a wire?
It's a tripwire.
Okay.
You want to like poke it with your sword and set it off?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, you poke it with your sword, you set it off, 3 darts, thunk, 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 stab into the wall, and you can see that they're dripping with this kind of blood red mixed with a kind of greenish looking liquid. They're poisoned, for sure.
Trying to see if I have anything I could take those and keep those for later.
Do we have a good enough sense of our place underground to tell that this is like 3 feet from the other hole?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna have the golem start punching his way through that. It'll take him like an hour.
Yeah.
I just did the math on rough stone walls, 3 feet thick. It'll take him 54 minutes roughly.
Boom, boom, boom.
It just sounds like someone slapping a T-bone against some
It
fucking
does.
center blinds.
It does.
Back.
Thank you, alchemically hardened flesh.
Science, baby. See, I don't think I have anything I could store darts
So you've
in.
tripped the trap. Are you going to wait for the golem to bust through? Or are you going to press on?
Oh, he says he's gonna take. He says
I
he's
don't
gonna
think
take.
I don't think we're gonna wait here an hour. Are we?
Yeah, no. But it would be
Okay.
nice to have a. If we have to de-ass the area, it would be nice to have a substantially larger door.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we need to beat feet out of
Also,
there.
also if we have to retreat, yeah.
So as you open up to this larger cave area, there is a thick layer of blood-covered straw that covers the floor of this cave. The cave's northern end hooks around a corner to the east and is out of sight from the south. But as you round that area, you see a small hole that looks to have been dug into the ground by tiny clawed hands. It drops down roughly 15 feet. At the base, you can hear what sounds like the sloshing of water.
Another hole.
The sound of water, Gris kind of starts going back to his dream of walking through acid, and it's just kind of
No,
doesn't
is it-
rattle him. It does, but he's definitely kind of like, oh.
Does it sound like, moving water, or is it just
Sloshing
drip-
water.
okay.
Dripping, sloshing.
yeah, the drip drop of?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say probably a ranger boy. Just lower him on a rope. And
Question.
see what's down there.
Answer.
Is the hole like punched in like the floor like it's the roof of an expanding cavern, or is the
Yes.
hole like a literal shaft that's
A shaft that goes down into an expanded cavern.
okay, so how far is this? Like, can we poke our head down and
15.
see around it?
15 feet now.
Okay, so the shaft
Yeah.
is 15. Okay, so we can't just poke our head and look around the cavern.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna say the rope. Calculator at the top with the rope, and then just lower someone down and take a peek.
And I guess
And
we'll, light a pebble and be ready to throw it down once they lower him in.
Yeah, I just want to make sure essentially that it's not, it's 15-foot drop, but it's 6 feet of water because fuck you, that's why. And it's you wouldn't want to be surprised by that.
Can you imagine?
Yes, I can. I
Be
play Pathfinder.
hilarious, actually.
Yes. I'm imagining it right now.
Yeah, I've played a little bit of Pathfinder. A little bit.
Yeah, I play with Pathfinder. I play with the GMs, they're assholes. Yeah, I've done a little bit of that. Yep.
Yeah, I know a guy.
Okay. Real stick in the mud.
Yeah. So, I'm just saying Gris, just because he could have his bow ready, and if he sees something, he could shoot it as we pull him back up, versus the rest of us are kind of not.
Yeah.
Whatever, if that's
Yeah.
agreeable.
I like it.
I think between the two of us, Rikus and I could get him out of there real quick.
So as you start to lower him down, I'm actually going to pivot the map slightly. Gris, you're going to get down about 5 feet, then 10 feet. That ominous feeling is still ever present. But as you get down, you actually see this Luna. No, Luna moved, being a kitty. Out of my way. You see a kind of an egg-shaped chamber that leads up. And she's literally still in front of my screen. Stop ruining the mood. All right. You see this egg-shaped chamber. Two sides of the chamber, you see blood-red pools, once more filled with what appear to be, you guessed it, blood. And sitting, not really sitting, but kind of hunched over, gnawing on what appears to be a large femur, you see a sickly-looking, gaunt, gray-fleshed humanoid.
And there's just one.
Just one, as far as you can tell. And you are hovering about 5 feet off the ground, because it took you that far to get down. Oh, that's Lucas.
Okay.
And you see it, and it doesn't seem to have noticed you as of yet. Now, go ahead, Aaron.
Just gonna say, take the alchemist spire and just
What is disconcerting, Gris, and I'd like you to give a quick perception check. That is a 23. Gris, you notice that the pools of blood, you know that sloshing noise you heard? You see that the pools of blood are kind of trickling, almost as though they are being pulled towards this creature. And these little tiny, almost vein-like blood pools are spiraling up its legs. Seem to be almost going into its flesh, and it's kind of slightly bulging. And as it continues to gnaw, you see that it begins to kind of smoke. And you see these little, like, almost like little bouts of steam coming out of it. And it's just chewing on this femur. And then it chomps down and you watch as this literal human-sized femur snaps in half. And then it starts to suck out the bone marrow. So that's a thing.
Okay.
Well, that's fun.
That's just lovely.
So did die in holy hellfire.
Well,
By fire be purged.
Exterminatus.
Call in the exterminatus. This sounds like a job for the Inquisition. Bye. Later.
Gris is an outdoors boy. He is not an inside caves boy.
Yeah.
Epius has his head, stays standing on top of the hole. I assume Rikus and Calgadir are kind of back a little bit farther with the rope in hand, and he's looking for a signal to pull him up.
Okay.
Or for that matter, to drop the coin into what is, I assume, a dark.
What I'm wondering is, like, okay, it knows that something is here because his blood was. Like, did it start sucking him into it, like, after, or was it like, were there separate pools of in did it, or
simultaneously?
Okay,
Like,
so
you heard the sloshing. This explains the sloshing and the like movement.
So whatever tripwire, magic or otherwise, that we tripped to let it know someone was here, and we kind of already crossed that point.
That was going on before we got here.
Yeah.
Dark wings above. Dark.
And I'm hearing dark wings.
Dark wings. It's
Or
like
is this in
mumbling to
Cobalt?
itself.
Or is this in
common.
Cobalt? Oh, in common.
It looks human, or at least it was at one point.
Oh, hey, look, it's Golem's
I was
brother.
gonna say, is it coughing?
You don't know what it is, but it's probably undead. I mean, just going out on a limb here. So, yeah.
Important PSC kids, don't do drugs.
Drugs are bad, okay?
Oh god, I don't know how the blood's gonna react to that amount of fire. If that's gonna, I'm gonna use the alchemist fire, and at the same time, I'm gonna grab that rope to have them yeet me up this hole.
All right.
I don't.
Fire in the hole.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm supposed to roll for that.
I think
a
strength.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Just do a ranged attack. See what happens.
So
It's
just strength plus base attack bonus. Strength plus level.
Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing.
/R space 1d20 plus strength plus level.
Okay. All right, so
So you're chucking the alchemist fire?
Yeah.
yes.
It would be dexterity. It's a thrown weapon.
I thought they were throwing weapons were strength.
Oh,
based.
strength. Their damage is strength based. I think they're to hit dex
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
based.
yeah,
Dex plus level
you're right. You're right.
/R 1d20.
Mm-hmm.
plus the total of your dex and level.
All right, let me check my dex.
3 or 4, right?
You have a
Probably.
3.
Yep, I have 3, and then so +6.
Yep.
Forgive me, everybody. I'm new to this. It's my first time.
My first time playing this game. It's no big deal.
Nice.
You chuck the alchemist fire. It flies true, twirling through the air.
And I'm
It strikes the side of the creature, bursting into flame and covering it in fire. You might have expected a scream of pain or frustration, but instead what you get is a slow, steady rise. As it turns towards you, see the flames are not damaging it, but they seem to be empowering it. it moans low, and in this undead, humanoid-like voice, it says, Ataparax, Lord of Dragonfen, sends his regards. We're going to roll initiative, because that's fun.
Well, I'm glad we didn't do my idea, which was to like make an impromptu anti-tank grenade by strapping 6 alchemist fire together and throw that.
Those are still not Eox, Octurne, or Dominion, or Carcosa. Every proper name that comes up, I'm checking my list. Nice.
I just picture Ephius is just like looking down. So like Grizz will be like scrambling up and everything. This thing will just come bounding up and past him, and Ephius is still just looking down. He's like, all right.
I just imagine
a solid half-second passes before
everybody
the go signal.
Yeah, no, it's just definitely
from
just
behind
what's
you all.
doing?
You all hear the smashing, this thud,
Oh,
thud of the golem trying to break through. You feel the rumbling, you feel, and you hear a little bit of like rock and rock face starting to crumble, but it hasn't made it through. It's still got like another 40 minutes at least, maybe 55. And
that was with minimum damage, by the way.
We pivot over and we see this thing rising up, smoke kind of billowing off, the flames wreathed, and its eyes, they look more serpentine than they do humanoid. It gets down on all fours and leaps towards you, pouncing at you.
We're fishing.
You watch as these tendrils of blood that were traveling the ground seem to like spin out like spider webs still attached to it, as though it is being empowered by these 2 pools of blood, and it is going to actually make a pounce attack. So it's attacking you 3 times, 2 claws and a bite. Gris, it's been nice knowing you. Let's see what happens. All right, so we got first attack, because it's charging, 26. Second attack, 27.
Oh, dragon blood.
And a bite for 12, which is a miss. That's the one you definitely wanted to miss. So good news is, I need you to make a will save. However, you're not affected by that other thing, so you only get to roll once. You don't have to roll twice to take the worst, so that's a good thing. All right, so let's have you roll that.
Oh, come on!
Yeah.
Oh, those are all awful.
Boy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. All right, well, let's get some damage in there.
Let's get some
8 plus 2d6. Do you have any fire resistance?
No, I don't.
You take 21 damage. You burst into flame. You're now on
badly
fire.
burned.
All right. You're now on
no.
fire. And you take 1 negative level. You get energy drained from this creature.
Oh shit.
So yeah, that was the thing. And it looks very hungry. Gris, it's your turn.
Come on up, buddy.
So you're down 5 hit points from the negative level off your max. So your max is now 24.
I think there's a thing he can hit.
Yeah, you can hit it on your character.
Yeah,
sheet,
there's a level drain.
Yeah, can you walk him through that? I don't know how to do it on the character sheet. And
I don't.
You know what? I can take care of it.
Energy drain. Yeah, see you
Perfect.
I think
It's
this is the lowest level you've ever
under
seen.
conditions.
Yeah, you select energy drain, and then
Energy
next
drain,
to the
you
left of
say
energy
1
drain.
level.
Yeah. And then
Minus
you-
1 level. Boom. Done. All right. So yeah, you're at 3 HP. You're on fire.
Got this, man. You probably burn a little bit next round. Just stop, drop, and roll.
You are not helping.
Is he on the
You are
ground?
not helping.
No, he's hovering about 5
No,
feet
I'm,
in the air.
I'm hovering above 5 feet and
Well,
I am screaming.
And I feel like it's latched onto you. Like, just,
No, it just leaped and just claw went to bite him.
gee.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm gonna shoot it in the face. I've already pulled. I've already signaled them.
if you shoot, you're going to take an attack opportunity.
Oh, you got it right.
You know what? You know what, Zeb? Give me a reflex save. If you succeed on a DC 15 reflex save, you can kick off of him. You got a 5. Never mind. I was going to say you can kick off of him to get a 5 foot back and then shoot. Basically, you like boot, you swing, and then you would have come back, but I would have let you do it. But unfortunately, not going to happen.
So,
I'm just meat on a hook. Oh
boy.
God.
next up, are you going to play Chris? Chris's good-natured ranger brother?
Yeah.
Chris.
We should be able to get him out of there.
All right, so pretty much I've already said I'm attacking, so I have to.
You don't have to. If you want to change your mind.
Oh yeah,
it's fine.
no, I'm shimmying up like a
So
spider.
you're gonna
take a full
you're gonna
withdrawal. I'll let you full withdraw.
Okay. Yeah,
Give a
do
climb
it.
check.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Here we go.
You know what? DC 10 was in my head. DC 10. That was what I had. That's what I had.
Oh,
That's
thank
good. That's good.
Oh, it's gonna cook hard.
You get
Oh,
far enough up
fire.
the hole to where it can't reach you, but it does pounce. You remember that. So you actually, you know what? You're gonna get up the hole, and just outside of it, and you're also on fire. So that's a thing. And it's down there, and it's still muttering about this Ataparax, Lord of Dragonfen, and it's just.
Does it like run up after him, trying to jump up the hole after him?
Well, it can't move yet. It's not its turn. It's Lucas's turn. But with that in mind, give me 2 minutes because I have to use the restroom. So hold that thought. I'll be right back.
I cannot wait to command the undead.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
I can't wait to be gotcha, bitch, down the hole.
Oh my God. Oh my. Okay, so my dick is officially flattened. I'm. Jesus.
Holy shit! It clobbered you.
Oh my.
You got smoked.
I come out of there on fire,
It's just-
bleeding profusely.
It's just like it's almost like you like it's like dipping it like a tea bag, except it's you, and then like it's fine when it goes down. You just pull it back up, and it's just
Covered wet.
it's all mashed and freaking ruined.
On the bright side, you wouldn't be bleeding profusely because the fire would have cauterized your wounds.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, I'm just extra toasty. Just crispy. That's it.
You are wow.
Hey, Patrick.
Hey,
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, Lucas, you're up next.
I have a real question for you, bud. Do you have the create water cantrip ready?
No, unfortunately, I do not.
Oh, awesome.
Oh boy.
So the question is, should I heal him or should I delay and let somebody try to put the fire
You know,
out?
you might wanna go around and put the fire out. Somebody should.
God. Okay. So all right. Let me just get this straight. Zeb gets attacked, and we have to put the fire out.
Correct.
That's right.
If it comes back around to his turn, he's gonna burn to death.
Till death do us part is not just a marriage thing, it's also if you agree to be an adventuring party together.
Yeah.
I got volunteered to be the teabag. Put me out. I never said yes. I was told we should put the rangers out there and shoot her. I'm on fire.
Well,
Look, I thought you were on board with playing tactical teabag.
Oh my god.
So I'm going to hold
Yep.
and wait for someone to tell me he's on fire.
I
He's on
think
fire.
it'll be obvious.
One of the
Yeah.
other two guys will.
You see a
go up and
soft
try to-
glow,
Say.
like from like maybe a fire or
It's just
torchlight. And you
Candle,
also
maybe.
hear Zeb, give us your best I'm on fire, like wail. You hear that. So and it seems to mirror the movements of the flames. It's real weird.
Weird.
How are we camping in this cave?
I didn't-
What's up with that?
I didn't know you guys had screaming birch down here too. It's just
Jesus.
Calgadir, maybe you can put his fire out, and then I can.
Okay, so here's if I may, if we want to make the best use of our available skills, I say Calgadir goes to the hole and gets ready for that thing to come up, and then I'll put him out.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Calgadir just gets lined up, like up.
Or-
Just wait for it. We're just gonna wait.
You could grab him and drag him out further out.
You just grab him by
Like-
the ankle,
Yeah, like
pull
if
him
you-
across.
No,
Calgadir
on
goes
fire.
here.
I've seen too many Vietnam movies
He
to just
can
grab a
drag him.
Burning Man and pull on him. Like I've seen We Were Soldiers. I'm good.
Oh, this
I
Let's
don't
just
want
make it
that.
worse.
I don't
I'll
want
just
get.
make it worse.
I'll get him. I'll get him.
Calcadir, you gonna hold?
Yeah, he's gonna just be ready by the hole to, ready to attack to swing at this thing,
Okay,
whatever it is.
So
So where are you
let me
going?
just reposition. So we got
Yeah,
9.04, and then we got.
Okay, so now it's me. Is it?
All right, there we go. So Rikus, you're gonna move over there. You
Yeah,
just want to drag
Gonna
him
move
away.
over. I want to.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to bring him. If I can even like drag him around the corner here.
Yep.
But first, with the thick woolen blanket, just
If you want to put him out and drag him around the corner, I'm totally good. If you want to make that your full round action.
yeah, I will
You
do
throw
that
a blanket
full round
over him. You like,
and
he's like,
honestly, like we'll come back to where Lucas is, and that's I'll just deliver him to you, Lucas.
All right, and then I will go and 1d8 add 1 to this. Wait a minute. Add. Let me make sure what the wand is.
Rikus, when you got the 12 Alchemist Fire, you really should have taken the Alchemist up on the extra large thing of baking soda, just in case. Like you gotta,
grease
I
fire.
mean,
yeah.
I thought that was how they get you.
All right, you got an extra 3.
Okay.
better than a kick in the teeth.
And,
yeah, pull out a wand.
You may want to take that healing potion that I gave you to Gris when it's your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull out a wand. Do that. That's my turn.
And I think like Rikus will just be like down on one knee, like next to Gris, like that looks tender.
It's falling off.
Calcadir, what are you doing? You're just moving into position?
Yeah, ready in a move position, or he's just like
You can just see the burning kind of head of this creature looking up at
Throw
you
the
with those
pebble.
serpentine eyes.
Now,
Gotcha, bitch! Command undead.
blind it.
he's gonna command it.
It's a DC 17 will save.
So if I'm not mistaken,
If it's an intelligent undead, it's a DC 17 will save.
if I'm not mistaken, if it's intelligent dead, it gets a will save, correct?
Yep, DC 17.
Right. What? There's a chance. There's a chance it can fail. We'll see what happens. That's a 6.
Yes! Gotcha, bitch!
Got him.
Get your ass up here.
It scurries its way up the hole.
And that lasts for 24 hours. At which
Oh my
point,
God.
I'm just going to let you know, if we're in a position to do so, he's going to be manacled and bound up with about 50 feet of rope at the end of this 24 hours to make his will save, and I'm going to have 3 command undeads prepared.
Well, we ain't doing shit right now because this motherfucker's on fire.
Yeah.
The tendrils of blood, as it gets about halfway up that hole, each of them snap. It continues to climb, but as it continues to climb, you watch as it starts to decay quickly before your eyes.
Oh.
And it gets up to the top, and it kind of reaches towards Epius as though asking for help. And then the entire creature fades into dust and vanishes.
Did you just get Thanos snapped by a blood puddle?
That's fine. It's gone.
Is it gone?
It's dead.
Oh my god!
Perhaps we should tell him that I killed it, and not that you just pointed at it and it died. Make him feel better.
You think I'm gonna lose that win over him? God, he's getting big in the head. They're whispering here in the side room. Did you see him when he shot all those kobolds the other day? He shot so many of them. I'm not gonna let him have this.
Well, I hate to tell you, this still only counts as one.
Another 2.
Oh, another 2. Oh my god. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Nephews will describe what happened to it and say, hopefully it's not reforming down there.
And another 4.
We should probably go down and take a look.
Before it's done, yes.
Well, I'm the strongest one, so I get to man the rope.
Yeah, Appius is gonna very tenderly
Alright.
untie the rope from Gris,
I think.
which has hopefully not been grown over by the healing that
Yeah.
Lucas has done around his waist.
You guys are awful. You guys are
So-
looks like
awful.
looks like he's going down again.
So, Grizz, I
You
don't
take
need to.
2d6 de-roping damage, so there you go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they like this ain't Shibari rope we're talking about here. This is it's taking some skin with it.
Oh.
Well, I'll go down first this time.
So, was it already on fire, or did you do that?
It was sitting there. It was eating what looked to be a human femur. The blood started in there's two pools down there. And those two pools started to have these little tendrils, or whatever the word is for it, started to empower it. I panicked. I hit it with the alchemist fire. It looked at me, and then it attacked. Fire did nothing to this thing, only setting me on fire.
So what we learned is fire's bad.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad we limped to the barn, but we got there.
While it was climbing, was the fire actually burning it? Like, was it immune to fire, or was it just not doesn't
Looked like
feel
it was
pain, just an undead? Okay.
It was,
I was just curious because there's two different ways they can describe that flavor: is either it's burning and it doesn't feel it's just undead, and doesn't care, or it's immune.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to get clarification on that.
It was immune.
Okay.
Who wants to go down first?
I will. I already said I would.
Rikus. You make your way down to the edge, to the end here, climbing down. You see the two pools of blood slightly just like stirring, even though there's no breeze, they seem to just kind of move as though alive. But the ground, the pathway that leads down, you see it leads down to what looks to be a more of a rocky sort of slope that curves to the right, and then it heads down into, well, somewhere else.
Well, I see the blood. There's nothing else down here. I don't see that thing knitting itself back together.
Oh.
We
Appius will go down next because Briss is fucked up.
yeah.
And Luke's is still healing him, and Calgadir's got the rope, so Appius will come down next.
Appius. You get down to the base. As soon as your feet touch the ground, you see these two crimson pools. Beautiful. At first, you see them to be the blood red liquid that they are, but then suddenly they look to be crystal clear, sparkling pools of water. And Appius, you are ever so parched, ever so parched. Give me a will save not to throw yourself into the pool. You manage to resist that urge, realizing that it is something else entirely that is calling you to drink, and that's not a crystal clear pool of water. That's a bunch of blood. I shouldn't drink that.
He kind of clutches his head and turns away. Oh, there's something wrong with this place.
You think?
I expected the monsters.
Well,
I think this is going to go very poorly if we encounter another one of those things.
good.
If they're proceeding to come down behind us, Appius is going to start casting spells on Rikus here.
Yeah. Who wants to be next?
You are getting a bold strength, Rikus.
Oh, thank you.
I'll come down.
Lucas, you make your way to the base. Once again, for a moment, you see these red pools of blood, but then they look crystal clear, fresh water, and oh, you are so parched. Give me a will save.
I don't want to.
Okay, fail.
You're good. You don't plunge yourself deep into the blood pools. You realize they are what they are.
What it is what it is what it is. Oh, wow.
True.
So, Gris, round 2.
Oh, you're a bastard. I'm gonna chug this light wounds.
1d8 plus 1.
1d8 plus 1?
Yep.
That is not what I meant. You stupid.
That is a mistype.
That was an example of how not to roll.
Yeah. Yes.
Today's lesson.
Hey, how to do roll 20. We're going to show you how to not do it wrong.
I will always do it wrong.
You also need no space between the 1 and D8.
Yeah, I'm having a stroke. Give me 1 second.
You can just go to the die
I
roller, hit D8,
I
and
want to
add
do
one.
this. I'm doing it this way.
There you go.
Tree.
Ah. All right. I limped to the barn,
And-
but I got there.
Now that everyone's down here and it's presumably around us past, Appius is going to cast Magic Weapon, and Rikus doesn't have a Magic Weapon, right?
Nope.
No, it's just cold air.
You have a +1 weapon.
Okay.
And we've got 3 minutes, so let's move.
And as you begin to move, you see that the area spins, like turns right, and there is what looks to be like kind of a dried waterfall. At the base of the waterfall, floating in a pool of blood red, you guessed it, liquid, you see 3 what look to be sea turtles floating on their backs. They're centered, so you see the shell of the turtle and they have that soft underbelly. Each of them have had a hole cut where their heart would likely be, and there is a hole where that heart would be. Also, you see 2 kobolds, each of them missing their head. Their heads kind of draped towards the water, and you can still see just a little bit of blood pooling out from those kobold heads into this pool, filling it with blood.
Do they have wounds we happen to recognize?
You think that you see a couple of Gris's arrows in one of them.
We can't leave any more bodies behind.
Necromancy.
Oh yeah. And lots of it.
I'm not going first, so one of you badasses need to go first.
Rikus is the fancy one.
Yeah.
All right,
Rikus is all buffed up.
Well,
As you get to the base there, Rikus, you hear what sounds like someone coughing. And from across the way, since you are a half-orc and you have dark vision, you can see what looks to be an elderly kobold lying in a cot made of... It's the only thing down here that doesn't appear to be tainted, covered in blood. You see this elderly kobold sitting on a bed, laying down, I should say, coughing. And looks to be maybe unconscious, but is occasionally, like given that just automatic kind of reflex. And, yeah. If you give me a perception check, I can give you some more information.
that's okay. Nope, I'm not Gris. I'm Rikus. Perception, you say?
Oh, thank you, Eppies. I try.
It was pretty funny. It made me laugh a little bit.
I try to add a little humor in the horror.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, you don't see anything else. Just a sick kobold, looks like.
Yeah, I think Rikus will begin to make his way over. He'll just sort of wave everybody else in. And yeah, I think Rikus wants to go to where the aged kobold is lying.
As you get close to right about where you are, Rikus, you're able to see the kobold in full. This kobold is missing both of its eyes. It's had all of its canines ripped out, and there is a symbol of what looks to be a pentagram carved into its forehead.
And I think at that, yeah, I mean, Rikus doesn't know much about magic or religion. So I think since Lucas is behind him, he'll turn around to Lucas and just sort of gesture at it and tap at his forehead.
Can I do a knowledge religion?
Yeah. So that is someone's attempt to carve a fake symbol of Asmodeus into the head of this kobold, but it's not an actual symbol of Asmodeus. It is wrong on many levels, but you can see what they were trying to do.
Okay, I'll explain that to everybody. Is there any? Should we put this thing out of his misery?
Kill me.
I don't speak. I don't know if I speak its language.
I do.
Speaking very broken common.
No, my Calgadir speaks. It also speaks very broken common. What a coincidence. No, I mean.
All right. Well, if it's speaking common, who did this? To
Ah, excellent. You get up next to it. It reaches
that's
out
what he's been
towards you
waiting
as though
for.
grabbing for help. And then you see that its eyes are missing, its canines removed. And as you get close enough, you see that it is covered in just pustules and nastiness. And you watch as its center chest starts to kind of bulge, and then explodes, sending just nastiness everywhere. I need you to roll a reflex save, please. Both you
Yeah,
and
my
Marcus.
my best one.
I know.
This is some Nurgle level shit.
Yikes.
I'm not about it.
Rikus. Did Rikus leave? Rikus
Yeah,
left.
he did.
Uh-oh.
Sickened is not helping me.
It's not.
Oh,
Let
there
him-
he is.
Once he's back.
Right.
Rikus, I need you to make a reflex save, please, as the
Okay.
sick kobold just exploded.
Oh, awesome! Like they do.
Excellent.
Everything explodes down here, remember?
Everything that Dragon's Demand is telling me is kobolds explode.
Oh, what we're learning
Each of you
is
take 4 points of damage.
Ow.
And each of you now make a fortitude save. You're good, Marcus? You're good. The good news is you're only taking half of this next roll. So, Rikus, you're taking 2 points of strength damage. Lucas, you're taking 2 points of strength damage.
Ooh.
I'm still at a net positive from that bull strength.
To describe it to you, as these bits of pus and gore strike you, you feel it kind of start to, almost like little worms, burrow into your flesh, and you can feel your muscles almost being eaten away. You manage to scrape it off pretty quickly, but the damage is done in an instant.
Okay, don't approach the ones that look like they're dying.
Speaking of that, you hear more coughing from deeper in the cave.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back this way. I guess we need to go in here.
That looks to be a small armory with, well, actually, there's actually quite a bunch of interesting things in there. You find the following.
All right,
Damn.
Epius, get in here.
I'll go ahead and start listing things down as we move on.
Nice.
When Lucas comes around the corner, Calgadir just has a Molotov cocktail to Zippo. He's just like, what were we saying? Yeah.
The rest of this area you're able to explore without really any other additional thing impedes you. You find that there are 3 dire rats in similar conditions to that initial kobold to the south. And you find that there is another passageway that leads to, you guessed it, another hole that leads deeper underground.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling myself.
I mean, last time we avoided the rats, you know.
These
They-
ones look
they were-
diseased, also missing their canines and their eyes.
Yeah, but so did the old kobold. I wasn't expecting it to explode. At the very least, I would like to check the door and make sure it's,
It's
in good
secure.
nick. Okay.
Solid door.
Can we just, Chris? Can you tap those? Shoot them.
Shoot 'em?
Absolutely.
Gris, you spend 3 rounds. You shoot 3 rats. Each of them explode in turn, but you're far enough away to where it does not affect you.
Yeah.
Did you describe what this stuff was? Sorry, I missed
Yeah, that's
that.
just to represent that there's like a kind of little like incline that leads down, decline
okay.
as it were, just a little pathway. It's just there to represent that that's like a,
All right.
just like a little arch, like a little stairwell kind of thing. Yeah, good question.
Sloping terrain. Yeah.
As you reach this hole, you get close to it. That chanting that you heard being chanted on the wind of that horrific storm, you hear it echoing up from this hole.
And it's identical.
Identical.
Mm.
Is it far off or is it like right through this hole?
It's echoing. It's probably echoing through a few chambers. Yeah.
I mean,
Close.
I told everybody, but did anybody else hear that originally?
I don't think we
chanting?
heard it.
Okay.
Me and Epius were off. You, Rikus, and Lucas, I think. all
Okay.
three.
I know I saw the dragon, the sort of silhouette of the dragon above the clouds flying around, but I don't think I heard the actual chanting.
I think the chanting got brought up to everybody once the dragon was.
Yep. Well, so he would have told everybody, but as soon as he hears it, it's like, that's exactly the chanting I heard in the sky. Well, you were fighting skeletons.
Let's go. Time's ticking. 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Go.
And as you get down the hole, this hole is actually pretty easy to climb down. A lot of handholds. It's only about 10 feet deep. Opens up. Get down. And you all end up over yonder. You're going to drag yourselves down there. And this is where things start to get a little crazy.
Ooh.
As you land, you hear a kobold speaking perfect common.
Yes, yes, more sacrifices come to fuel the return, to fuel the return of the Lord of the Dragonland. Yes, they come. Yes, welcome, so much gifts to give.
As you round the corner, you see 4 skeletons. And behind them you see a kobold dressed in what can only be described as kind of demented clerical robes. And on his chest, he wears a symbol of Urgathoa.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
We are going to roll some initiative and dive
Was
right
he-
back into some combat.
Saying that in
Common?
common, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Alright.
Great for initiative, but god damn it if it's a will save.
Alright. We'll get these guys rocking and rolling here in just a second. Who's excited to fight these evil kobold necromancers? It's gonna be great. Absolutely great.
Well, at least we know what we're dealing with.
There it is. Alright. Let's get him rolled in.
So it's just 2 of us with +1 weapon at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, friends. First up in the initiative, we have this human skeleton. Unlike the others, which were dripping in fire, or wreathed in fire, this one appears to be dripping acid. It moves quickly to block this entrance right there. This one here moves quickly to block this entrance. Gris, you're up next.
Nope, that's not the right one. Let's move here and take a shot at this boy.
Love it.
Remember, skeletons have resistance to piercing damage. You might want to shoot the other boy, but do your thing, dude.
Yeah, I'd have to get root. Well,
No,
yeah,
I'm saying you do you. Just remember that you saw this
Yeah.
before with the other skeletons.
yeah. I'm gonna take a pot shot at the cobalt then.
Get him.
Shot. -2 to attack and damage, correct?
From sickened, and it's -3
yeah.
total with the level drain as well.
All right.
Your arrow flies out. You watch as it flies towards this kobold and seems to embed itself into his shoulder, but then he just reaches up and takes it, chucks it to the ground, appears to do no damage at all.
I would definitely let everybody know that I 100% hit him.
You're not
And-
sure if it pierced the armor or if he had damage resistance, but doesn't do anything, unfortunately. Both, and then
Yeah.
the second one just goes wide.
No, I would inform everybody that my shot did nothing.
This skeleton is going to hustle and bustle down to here. They appear to move with a unnatural quickness, and as it moves up to there, it's actually going to claw at Kelvir. 13.
Ooh.
I think it's a miss.
Let's see, I'm not raging, so it is indeed a miss.
Excellent. Rikus, you're up next.
All right, let's do this. I don't really want to get closer
Oh,
to
come on, all
that
the cool
kobold,
kids are
so
doing it.
I'm gonna move up here to block the cavern, and I'm going to ready an action to attack the first skeleton that comes near me.
Beautiful. Epius, you're up next.
Appius is going to go to here. And is going to attempt... Am I still frightened, by the way?
You are sickened.
Sickened, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure because you got rid of the other symbol. And he's going to attempt to hand the apprentices guy. It's going to be at a -4 from whatever this roll says. So a 15. I assume that misses.
Swing and a
'cause-
miss.
Okay.
Cherky. He is he's wearing blood red, almost like demented clerical robes. And he wields this staff with a crimson red orb at the top that almost appears to drip blood out of it. In front of him, you see this horrific statue. The chamber rises to a lofty 12 feet. The ceiling at the center of this cave is 12 feet high. A crude idol stands in the middle of the cave, decorated with grisly strips of dried viscera. It's absolutely disgusting and horrible. You can only recognize it as a demented attempt to create a Ergothoa style symbol, or I suppose statue of some sort. But the creature is going to look out, and it's going to point at... Well, it's going to point at one of your friends. In fact, it's going to point at Epius. Epius, I need you to make a spellcraft check to see if you can recognize a spell.
I got you. No. Well, maybe, but probably
Yes. It is going to cast Confusion. And it's going to hit Epius, Rikus, and Gris. I need all of you to give will saves, please. Epius, you are confused.
Come on.
Gris, you are confused, and everyone is confused. You are all confused for the next...
Did Rikus fail?
All of you.
Oh, yes.
Every one of you failed.
Right.
And I didn't see a
Rikus-
roll.
He rolled a 2.
Oh, there it is.
All right. So we got... Let me get my little confusion thing on here. So for the next 7 rounds, you are all confused.
What the hell?
Oof.
That's pretty fucked.
That's not good. I'll play that much.
That's
Yeah, I mean, I've only ever encountered Urgathoa worshippers that like past level 10. It's like, oh, it can't be that bad. They're not. Oh no, wait, it's the same shit, just lower
It's
level.
about to get crazy. All right. Next up, Calgadir. You heal your friends, all sounding confused.
He's probably very focused on this skelly boy in front of him,
Yeah.
and his first thought is to keep it from mauling the group Healy boys. So he will
Get after it.
yeah, impose himself. While doing so, he shall do the time-honored tradition of rage,
Yes.
and proceed to thwack this thing in the face many times. Where's my
Love it. Love it.
Oof. There it is. And
Oop, there it is.
for what it does count for, my X is +1.
Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah,
that matters.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
No.
We gonna chop. Let's go.
Get after it. Yeah,
There's
that's
a
it.
door-
That is
there's
a
a door.
destroyed skeleton. It just crumbles into an acidic pile and bubbles there. Well done.
Very
Give me
nice.
a reflex save, please.
Oh,
As
God,
it explodes in acid.
Yeah, as it explodes, of course.
Everything explodes.
Actually, it's not
Okay.
exploding. I'm determining whether or not it's going to deal damage to your weapon.
21.
You're good. Your weapon is not acided. That's a good thing.
Acidated.
Anything else,
good to know.
Calgadir?
I believe that is all my actions.
Lucas, you're up next.
All right. Well, I don't know about my guys over here, so I'm gonna 5-foot step this way, then take another 10 feet, 15 and 20. That's as far as I can go with my encumbered self.
Give me a sense motive check real quick.
Oh,
Yeah, you recognize that Calgadir, Rikus, Epius, and Gris are all confused right now. You recognize that they're not acting normal.
All right. Well, I'm going to reach out, and I did not remember I had this until now. I have Restorative Touch. And I reach out and I touch
Oh, that's
Epius,
good.
and his sickened condition
You
is
get
gone.
rid of his sickened condition. That's good.
That's awesome.
Oh, I thought you knew because you used it. I think you used it on me last time, didn't you?
I just
Last time. Oh yeah,
That
no, I got
helps.
it. I got you.
me 2 weeks ago.
That
Helps.
fair, very
Mhm.
fair, very fair.
Personally, I forgot that I had
That's good.
this until
That's
I
good.
read it.
Thank
It's good.
Amen.
So he's got that taken away. We'll see what happens next.
We'll see. We'll see. All right. And next up is this human skeleton who's going to be like, "Arr, arr, 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 delicious, delicious Rikus.
Mm.
25. Holy
Oh, that's a
balls.
crit.
Oh my
And it's a
god,
double
confirmed.
Double 20s.
Double 20s.
Oh my god.
Hopefully he doesn't have sneak attack.
All right, so you take six and almost max
Wow.
damage. Oh my god. That is 16 damage as you get clawed in the face.
Dear Rikus, get fucked. Sincerely, dear wolf.
And this guy is also gonna charge forward to come and boop you. Calgadir. 8 is a miss.
My
It
my,
is
my
indeed
token's
a miss.
not updating with my hit points.
Yeah, it
There
is.
it
Yeah.
goes. It's
Yeah, it
updating
is.
for us.
Oh, it's not for me. Hang on, let me rejoin.
Yeah,
Refresh.
yes. What? Roll 20? Being weird? What?
Come on, get out of here. You're crazy. You're crazy,
Nah,
roll 20. You
you're
gotta
crazy.
be- Oh my
Come
god.
on.
Alright, this last one here is going to around the corner.
Ah, there I am.
It actually has to double move to get to there. So. Oh, no, wait. It's currently hasted. So it's gonna attack. 8. It misses. Gris, roll me a D100.
Fuck.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yes, sir.
You can still hear the pounding of the golem. 81. 81. You attack the nearest creature for the purpose of familiar cards, so you have to shoot the nearest person. Roll me another D100.
This is fucked up.
You know, I feel a lot safer with these two skeletons here than I do being on that side with all my
62.
teammates.
That would be Lucas. You're gonna shoot Lucas. Make an attack roll. Don't rapid shot, just one standard attack. Just shoot him.
And I'm still under that, so this is going to be a no.
Lucas, would you like to take your attack of opportunity?
That is a miss. Good news is, Lucas, you see him turn and draw his bow on you, screaming something about, oh god, the bloody ghoul, and I don't want to be on fire, and he shoots at you, but he misses.
I just knocked his
Yeah. Knock it out of the way.
bow
Beautiful.
out of the way with my.
That one is down. Rikus! Roll me a D100.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby!
D100, he says.
This is fun. I'm having a good time.
I'm having a great time. Everything's good.
93.
You attack the nearest target. Roll me a D100. High is going to be the skeleton. Low is going to be Epius.
Hi.
You attack the skeleton.
All right. Skeleton.
Yeah, I'm good over here. At least I know what these skeletons are about.
Unfortunately, that is a miss. That was a 2. That sucks.
Yeah,
Epius, roll me a D100.
Why did my macro not go through? There we go. Act normally.
You
1d4. Oh, there we go. So it went through a second time.
So you attack nearest creature, is what it said.
Well, I rolled. Did the first one not go through? They both went through.
Oh, it's at the top. I see it. Okay, 1.
Yeah,
you
like I
act
said,
normally. You act
I was confused
normally.
why it didn't go through. All right,
you act
Appius is gonna withdraw himself from the situation to not be near anyone.
I love it. Anything else?
No.
Excellent. Churgy. He, seeing that things seem to be going his way, is going to... You know what? You know what he's going to do? He's going to maneuver up to here. And then I need Lucas, Rikus, and Grist to give me will saves, as he's going to channel negative energy.
Oh.
Oh my god, Zeb, you gotta
Almost-
roll better. Alright, so
Almost.
Lucas and Rikus are taking half. The other 2 are taking full. And let's see what happens. 13 damage or half for 6. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Wait, what?
Oh boy. You take 13, Gris. Everyone else takes 6. Kelgadir, you're up next.
Oh
It's
man,
not
real
looking good. It's not looking
real-
good for our Dragon Slayers.
Yeah,
I'm a
well,
little nervous.
Calgary is
Dragon.
his fighting. He doesn't know. He has no idea. He's
What dragon?
he's holding the line over here. One man army. Man, it's the real barbarian dilemma: to cleave or not to cleave, because they explode and then the acid, and it's like, oof.
We
I
need
think-
this resolved.
I think cleave.
Yeah, fuck it. You know, damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? Yeah, all right. Let's take him to Cleveland, boys. All right, attack the one on the left first. So let's see what happens. 19.
Skill shot. Roll over reflex save.
On that reflex. 15.
You're
All right. Coming through with a cleave.
Boom. Roll reflex save.
22.
Ooh,
Oof, 8. Not as
your
good.
weapon takes 4 points of acid damage.
Oof, not
That's
good.
not enough to cause any damage.
Oh, no, not to a magic weapon.
Would you like to move, Kelgadir?
You know what? I believe I would. So, because I'm a barbarian boy, well, essentially a barbarian boy. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna stop. Just hold on. Let me ignore that. I'm gonna stop just on the right here, because I've heard this little shit talking, and I'm like, I don't see him. So it's like, oh, did he go the other way? So if he comes around, I'm gonna be able to,
Yeah, Lucas,
Get
you're
him-
next.
right into Tookus.
Lucas
Power,
pulls
right,
out
yes,
his holy symbol,
Okay.
holds it aloft. Melania, I call upon your power.
Womp. Ooh,
4. I rolled poorly.
4 HP back. That's
HP
good.
back to everybody.
It's better at kicking the teeth.
Just not getting any good rolls on the heels tonight, my man.
Nah, it's rough. It's a rough thing. It's a rough thing.
And then I will 5 foot this way.
The skeleton's gonna swing twice. 21 and 19. I think those both miss? Hit? Rikus, you're muted.
Oh, it's muted on my headset. 21 hits, 19 misses.
You take 6 points of damage as it claws into you. All right. This skeleton is down. This skeleton is down. Gris! Second verse, same as the first. Roll a d100.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, werewolf. Please, I'll have another. 79. 79 is, you guessed it, attack nearest creature. So I need you to attack Lucas, because he is the closest to you. So go ahead and roll just a basic attack.
Love you, buddy.
He still looks like he might be evil. Should probably kill him. That is a miss, thank God. Rikus, second verse, same as the first. Roll a d100. I'm very sad right now, you guys. This is not going well.
That's a 3.
Oh, act normal.
Wait, what? What the hell?
Kill it.
Skeleton! Smash.
Doesn't know it's there. Just
Alright, here we go.
Oh boy. 19 for 7. You destroy it. Roll me a reflex save.
Alright. 11.
You're good.
And then before he does so I'm gonna move up to this little dude.
Alright.
And I'm like, Kobold, I'm going to wait.
What was I doing? Epius, same verse, second verse, same as the first. Roll
Hey,
to d100.
another one.
Act normally.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
I don't have a whole lot to do actually, so I'm just going to continue moving away from people. That's what I got.
Oh. Hey, what's your touch AC, Rikus?
11.
He's gonna reach out, and he's gonna try and touch you.
What?
don't put hands on you.
Don't touch me.
All right, he touches you. As he touches you, you feel what feels like a scorpion sting from his hand. I need you to roll a fortitude save. All right, you're good. You're just gonna have to do that for another 6 rounds. No big deal.
Cool. I'm sure this couldn't possibly turn out poorly.
All right, and with that, he's also gonna 5 foot back from you. Calgadir. What you gonna do, buddy?
Well, I mean, come on. What kind of questions that? We know what's about to go down.
So I think
let's see if I can make him about 8 inches to a foot shorter. Let's see if we can hit him.
Oh!
Yeah, I think he
So, Calgadir rounds the corner, right? This kobold's
just
like,
tease off.
You will never defeat what we are accomplishing.
we shall restore! Boop. Just in half. Just dead. Just super dead. That was the most perfectly timed crit that I've seen in weeks.
I like
And-
the idea of him just being like,
Oh my
talking to
God.
Marcus and then just turning and going, "Who are you?"
All right, a couple things need to happen here. Real quick, I'm going to have each of you roll 2 d100s just to see if you attack each other. So, Epius first.
I can't see anyone.
I know. 44. So 44 and 97. Rikus, you can see Gris, but you're not
I
next
hit
to him,
myself?
so I'm good with that. You punch yourself.
Nope.
And then Gris, roll me 2 d100s, please. 29. Which
Nope, that
is-
didn't fucking want to work. I didn't type that correctly. I apologize. I know how to do this, I promise.
It was the best timed, like, talk shit, get hit.
94. Okay, you do try to shoot Lucas one more time, and the other time you just babble incoherently. If you crit him right here and kill him, I will cry. 18 is a miss. Alright, once again you miss, and you regain your faculties. Now, Rikus,
Ugh.
I need you to roll me 2 fortitude saves, please. You're good? Ooh. Rikus.
Was it one of those back-to-back ones?
You take 1 con damage.
Oh, okay. Something's wrong with me.
Alright, but you're good now. You're good.
We didn't need this, did we? He just looks down at the decapitated kobold.
And you find this stuff on the sky.
Dilly poison.
Is that a
+2 chain shirt?
is that a wand of restoration?
Oh, shit.
What? 17 charges? Get out of
How
town.
narratively convenient.
How narratively convenient.
Ooh, I could use that shirt if it was my size.
Ooh.
That is unfortunate that it is a small size shirt.
The chanting that you've been hearing seems closer. It seems to be just around the corner.
Ugh.
I'm going to touch
Okay.
Calgadir and get rid of his fatigue.
Nice. Much obliged.
Great
And
Lord,
then I will touch.
bringer of death, we call upon your return.
Can I
Come
figure
to
out how to
us.
use the
Feast
scroll?
upon our sacrifices. Great Lord, great Lord.
All right, I'm gonna say it. I hate this town.
Oh, I guess I need to heal.
I never want to come back here ever again.
I second that.
Hey, channel energy. Everybody gets 11.
Calgadir just pats both of them on the back, having almost died many times in this adventure already. It's like, you see how I feel.
That's fair. That's fair.
Eh.
The pain only makes you stronger. Or
Yeah,
some shit like that.
Nope, that's objectively false.
Fortunately, I mean, if we take all this other shit, I bet the alchemist pays a decent amount for all this bullshit.
Yep. I mean the hag spit, the drow poison, yeah.
I don't know what the economy of hag spit is, but you know.
I mean the cockatree spit might be handy for us to keep.
What do I need to do to roll on the scroll of restoration for Gris?
Is it on your spell list?
It will be.
You can just use it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
but
it's part of
It's
your
a higher
class spell.
level.
It's fine.
We should use
Oh,
that wand, not the scroll though.
Yeah, use the wand.
Well,
Oh,
Gris has a
He's
negative
a level.
level.
Oh, he does have a negative level. Fuck,
Yeah.
you're right.
Oh, you're right.
So the scroll of restoration is the only thing that takes that out.
Yeah. God, what it's
It's a DC 20 to activate the scroll. Use magic device check.
But does it go away if I fail?
Yes. You basically use up what was in
yeah,
it.
it fizzles.
You
Yeah,
ruin it.
Okay,
We
so-
might need
Yeah, we're not going to do that yet.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so I will use the wand of lesser restoration on myself.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I get a 1d4 back.
Mm-hmm.
2. That's exactly what I had. Who else is missing? I heard Rinkus is con.
I've got
damage?
con and strength damage.
Yeah,
All right.
and then or was that just from your negative level, Chris?
Gris
I
has
just
negative
have
level stuff.
Okay, just
I
your
just
level.
have
Okay.
negative.
All right, so for Rikus, he gets to pick what he wants.
Let's do strength first.
Oh, sorry. D4. Hey, you got
Okay.
4.
Well, that brings my strength back up, and I'm just at a -1 on my con. Well, not at a negative. I'm at 17 con instead of 18.
Did I take you down a point
On what?
on your con? Does it take you down a point?
Oh,
the
does it apply to the strength first and then to
Well,
whatever else?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Oh yeah, it absolutely does. It drops me from a 4 to a 3 on the modifier.
Okay. So Wolf, do I need to roll another one? Use another charge for his con?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Which
Hey,
is
look at that.
automatic.
It's exactly what I need.
All right. So that's a wand of restoration -3. All right.
All right.
Lesser restoration.
And GM, I'm going to go ahead and take my potion, my Cure Light Wounds potion that I've purchased.
Not
And
a bad idea.
that's 1d8 plus
1.
+1. Okay.
Oh,
so
wait.
whatever.
Yeah.
So whatever this is, +1. 3. All right. Well, you know what? It could be worse.
I mean, yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm over half.
I mean, we've got plenty of them to go around. I mean, we've got the wand too. I mean,
Yep.
Okay. Anybody
Actually, I've
need
got,
more healing?
Boy, I would love some if you're offering.
I've got the wand.
yeah. I mean,
So-
we can always buy another wand.
All right. So
Maybe.
I mean, if we
Well,
if we get out of
Well,
here,
if
we
we
got
get
some.
out of here, yeah.
We got some.
tell me when. Here's
Keyword if.
one roll.
Okay, that brings me up to 30.
One good one would be good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I didn't take a hit
Nope.
for once.
Nor did I.
Well, I mean,
Chris?
when you kill them before they can hit you, it's generally a good idea.
Chris, you okay?
For the moment, yeah.
I think his is just from his
Okay. And
negative
remember,
roll.
remember, we
Doesn't
also
he
had that
sickness?
11 from earlier.
I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
I thought I got touched for the sickness.
He did, yeah. He
No,
removed
he got
it.
touched.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Epius got touched from sickness.
Oh,
I
okay.
got touched from sickness. Anybody else had sickness?
I
I never had it.
Okay.
Me
All right.
either.
You have that wand on your sheet, right, Patrick?
Yeah, I got the wand of lesser restoration.
Yep.
with
Just making sure you have it down so I take it off the loot sheet.
14 charges.
Cool.
So you hear two things. This cave branches off into a T intersection. One seems to go a little bit north and then curve. From that direction to the right, just past this broken gate, you hear what sounds like a kobold crying. You hear them in kobold, for those that speak it, saying, "Not like this, not like this, there must have been another way, not like this." To the left, deeper, you hear that chanting. You hear that summoning, almost, is what it sounds like.
Clear our back.
No, there wasn't anything special about that statue, right?
It's just a nasty, grizzly-covered statue.
Okay. Just double checking.
That piece is going to go ahead and press to digitate it clean.
Yeah.
And just in the case that that's the focus of the thing, I know if you like consecrate a lot of these evil temples, you get shit.
It's a cantrip, why not?
Yeah, no, it's free, and if it gets rid of a desecrate, that'd be awesome.
So there's a kobold crying, and I think Rikus wants to go investigate that.
Yeah, you come to what you can only describe, Rikus, at the end of this curved chamber, what appears to be the hatchery. Every egg has been broken. There are a dead kobold and a dead what appears to be some sort of, frog monster. Both their hearts removed, eyes gouged, and just a bunch of broken eggs. And you see this, you can only describe as a female kobold, cradling 6 or 7 eggs in her arms, all broken open, just weeping into them, just again and again saying, "Not like this. There must have been another way, not like this."
Just ready as an arrow.
Yeah. Treat everything as a threat until proven otherwise.
Yup.
Who did this? He says in Draconic, assuming she's speaking Draconic.
Yes, she was.
She says nothing, continues to weep into her broken eggs. Give me a diplomacy check.
Probably in shock. I had to guess.
I'm going to give you a diplomacy check, and I'm going to explain why. It's a flat diplomacy check. Damn it, Kobold, speak to us!
Nat 20. She looks up, tears in her eyes.
Rokas! Chieftain said only way to bring him back. Not worth it, not worth it. All the children, all the hatchlings, brothers, sisters. Not worth it, not like this, not like this.
What's going on here? Bring who back?
And she says the name of the dragon once again. You would recognize that name, actually, as the dragon that the original dragon slayer of this town that actually formed Belhaim apparently slew quite a few number of hundreds of years ago.
Calculator looks to the axe in his hand.
Better stop this.
Oh yeah, you better. You better.
Well, What do we do with this one?
Leave her. She's no threat. We have bigger problems.
She just curls around her broken eggs, wrapping her tail around them, and just cries into them.
Yeah, Calculator's going to insist we move quick because we did specifically hear the words. You hear something that sounds like summoning.
Yeah.
And I know how spells work. Let's go.
So I need whoever's going first to give a perception check, please, as you.
Calculator, you go first. You have a better perception than I do.
Hilarious.
I think Calculator just has more luck points than you do.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. You're luckier than.
He's just essentially better looking and bigger and.
I mean, it's a matter of perspective.
Better looking, better nicing, it's all good.
Got a bigger.
Yeah, he's got a bigger hat.
Got a bigger hat.
See?
Definitely a bigger hat. Yeah, see, honestly, shit. My perception today has not been good.
Fuck.
All right, Calgadir, do you rush around the corner? I assume.
Having learned his lesson with the pit, I mean, he's going to
tap. Go forward with the axe.
Okay. Well, you're gonna get to about here, and you just don't tap quite correctly. And as you get to there, you step on what you can only describe as a tripwire, and multiple vials of something kind of orange and swirling come crashing down on you.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So you are going to give me a reflex save, please.
Right.
You got this.
Yeah. Stop saying I got it, because every time you open your mouth.
Calgadir, I think you've got this.
I hate both of you.
You only take 6 fire damage. That could have been a lot worse.
I mean,
that was 3 ones on 4d6. So
I just
bunch
like to
of
point
vials.
out, he fails to save and he hates us.
Yeah, that's fair. But as you round the corner, you see standing on this rock, you see this kobold dressed in dark purple robes. To its right, you see that mischievous kobold from before. She looks completely enthralled with him as he's shouting about the return. You see 4 dead kobolds, each similarly defiled in the same way you've seen the others. And as you round the corner, he opens his eyes, lifting up, looking at you, black swirls, and he says, "You shall not interrupt the ritual!" And we're going to roll initiative. And epic boss battle, let's go!
I like how he says you should not interrupt the ritual, thereby interrupting the ritual.
Oh, let's do this one. All right, let's get this bad boy in here. All right,
do you want to trade initiatives?
She goes on up to this 5.
Does it?
All right, and first up in the initiative is Radiance.
That's the first time for everything.
Before he goes, so a question:
Yeah.
if you have an item that can do something and it just says you can command it, you just do verbal action, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Calculator, I can command the axe and give all of my allies for 1 round 10-foot enhancement bonus to their speed.
Ooh.
He's gonna do that
Boom.
because it seems like a useful thing to have right
I
now.
love it. I love your mindset, and I approve.
Perfect. Well, with that extra 10 feet, that should bring me up to about there. And Rikus is going to. It didn't work on the ghoul, but I'm willing to bet it's going to work on this guy. Rikus is going to take one of the flasks of alchemist fire and throw at the wizardy spooky fingers kobold.
When will they ever learn? Go ahead, Fed. Go for it.
All right. And this is it's a ranged attack, right?
Yeah.
All right.
It hits.
Cool.
The fire
does
seems
nothing.
to bleed off of him as though he's resistant to fire.
And I think you just Rikus says
You're
it's not-
attacking the guy with the purple robes, not the other
Yeah.
one, right? Okay.
Yeah, correct.
All right.
And Rikus just sort of calls back super casually. All right, purple robes one. Fire. Nope. Cross it off the list.
You just hear him reply. What about axes? Are you resistant to those?
Resistant access? Epius.
So I'm going to move to there and cast Sleep between them, hoping one of them is below 4 hit dice.
No.
All right, Sleep is gone. That's my last offensive spell.
No, sir.
All right, that's my turn.
Rogaz is going to point a kobold finger at Rikus. Rikus, what is your touch AC?
11.
11.
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
15. A
Okay.
ray of fire strikes out from him, striking you in the chest, dealing you 13 points of fire damage. He then jumps down behind these two rocks, getting cover.
Okay, fire. Me, not so much immune.
Leave it on the list.
Yep. So Kaguradir will, as he's moving, rage, and up, right. Yeah.
Lucas.
Turn my.
10, 15. We'll move to there. Try to hopefully be able to get everybody within range.
You've got an extra 10. Don't forget.
No. Oh, yeah, that's right. That would actually be 25, and that would be 30. So let's see here. Yes, everybody's within range, I believe. Yep. Bless is
There it is. There it is.
called
Now we're getting
out for
sassy.
everyone.
Now we're
Everyone
getting
gets a
sassy. All
plus
right, all
one.
right, all right.
Beautiful.
Nighttail the Glib is going to draw back on what appears to be a composite longbow sized for her. And she is going to take a pot shot at Epius, because she can see him. Now you are getting partial cover,
All right.
so I think you have a 12.
Yeah, God, no.
Full
Yeah,
cover.
I have a 10 plus
All right.
cover.
All right.
Shooting in full cover. She's shooting through two people. I'm messing.
It would be
with
soft cover, yeah, but
So,
it's fine.
all right. So you are human, correct?
Yes. Correct.
Excellent.
Are you human? Negative. I'm a meat popsicle.
29. Holy
That's
balls.
probably-
That's a hit.
Ooh.
So that's
She will rapid shot.
Oof.
Whoa,
21.
whoa. Choose and use rapid shot after rolling the first attack roll?
I'm sorry, rapid shotting. I just didn't mention it. Calm down.
Oh, okay. All right. No.
let me have this.
Excuse me.
All right. So you take 2 attacks.
Stop trying to kill our wizard.
No.
I mean, that's
21
the DM. That's his
damage.
job.
Epius
Cool.
drops.
We've invested so much in him.
2 arrows. Ah, favorite enemy human. Indeed.
Leave it to the wizard to die to a fucking kobold.
Their wizard is down. Kill the others.
Their wizard's already out of spells.
Gris, you round the corner and you see Epius has 2 arrows in his chest.
He's just like, I just finished just gurgling.
He was spitting up a bit of blood leading into the cave wall.
Oh my
Help
god.
me.
Oh,
It sucks to suck, doesn't it?
Oh, I'm nervous.
God.
I'm nervous.
This is the first time he's ever taken any real damage, right?
No, you
Yep.
bit me.
Okay, I said
real
real damage.
damage.
I bet you for like 4.
Not a
That
light
was half my
snack.
points.
Yeah, fair.
Don't help me. The cleric's gonna heal,
Yeah,
I think.
no, that's-
and I have plenty of
I-
time.
I can see Lucas there, so I'm moving to here with my plus 10.
I bet you Gris running by. Ah! Nerd!
Rips both arrows out of his chest, puts them on the bow.
Nerd!
And I'm going to rapid shot
Yeah,
Glib.
I'm a dumb idiot.
Yeah, you moved.
How are you dumb idiot?
I have windy escape. I could have reduced that by 10. Not too late.
All right,
I'm out of spells, I
then
don't
I'm moving right there.
I'm useless, so I guess whatever. If they all die, it's fine. Upstairs, the golem is still boom, 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 boom. One of these days.
I mean, if I can retcon, I'll retcon. I'll have 8 hit points, but
it's
I don't
good.
care.
Too late.
Yeah, as I'm saying, I'm fine.
It's all right.
Yeah, I fucked up.
But if he was still up, that's another arrow that doesn't get shot to the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
Too late.
So, is Gris gonna at least make one shot? Or?
Yeah, make one shot. Who are you shooting?
I'm shooting Glib. Should be. I'm not second. I'm on level.
Yeah, you can't see Glib from that position. You can see the sorcerer of some sort.
I'm shooting the sorcerer's tail or whatever I
Okay.
can see from his
Yeah,
partial
you could just
cover.
see. You could like see his like upper torso. He's not like down behind the rock. He's just like getting partial cover.
Oh yeah.
17 is a miss because of partial cover.
That's what I figured.
Unfortunate. Rikus, you're up next. Yes, there it is.
And
Get up in
the Glib, Kimmy Glibbler. We're gonna smash them in the face with this flail,
I
hopefully.
like it. I like reminds that. Go for it.
Not confirmed, but I'm pretty sure that.
Oh
no, that's a 25 to confirm.
Confirmed crit hit for a decent amount of damage. It's 15 damage. You smack into her face, and she squeals in pain. You see blood splatter away from her jaw. She's still up, but she ain't happy.
Is that including the magic weapon bonus?
Yep.
Okay. I thought I had a 3 strength. My bad.
Yeah, it's just a basic flail. But it's just cold.
Anything else, Rikus? Don't forget about hero points, gentlemen.
I'm still not quite clear on what I can do with a hero point.
You can take an
so
extra
it's-
standard action in a round. You can add a +4 after a roll or +8 before a roll. You can also make narrative declarations within reason. I am allowed to say no.
No, I'm good.
All right. Eppius,
Bring on the god of-
give us a con check.
Huh?
Give us a con check, Eppius.
Oh, me? Oh, Appius, sorry. You can do that. You got this.
Bleed a little bit more.
You bleed a little more. All right. Now it's Rogas. He's gonna 5 foot to here.
Oh.
He's gonna bring both his hands together, and I need both of you to make reflex saves. Is he burning hands that entire area?
I'm not. God damn, little bastard.
Little fire.
Hey, nat 20,
There
baby.
you go. All right. All right. So the good news is, all right. So, let's see here. Rikus, you take 5, and Kalgadir, you take 11. Kalgadir, you're up next.
Yeah, he's not happy.
Go from 46 to 19 for me.
Yeah, that was weird.
That's all right.
Yeah, me too.
Did I hit the wrong thing? Maybe. Maybe. Oh. Oh, somebody numbered with me. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
All set.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, he's not happy about being made a human testy, unlike our ranger buddy back there. So that's not to move. He's going to move. So I need to go around to the bottom, or could I get him through the gap there?
You can get him through the gap. He's going to be getting partial cover. Because you're like, imagine that these are like, there's just like tiny little like crevices. Like these go all the way, like they go like
Little
almost to the top. They're
murder
just-
holes.
Yeah, they're murder holes. Exactly.
All right. And do I have to squeeze to get through the gap? Or
You
if
would,
I...
yes.
Okay.
You can attack through the gap. It's just he's getting a +2 to his AC. Not a big deal.
Yeah, but I want to get in his face.
I mean, you can. You can get right to here in his face, technically.
They're gonna be backing up as soon as you get up against that hole. You want to flank.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And squeezing is just what, double movement?
Double movement, you take some like AC penalties while you're doing it.
I've got 40 feet of movement. I'm good to go. All right. So I'm going to get in here. And then I'm going to attack him in his stupid face.
I like reminds.
Life points directly.
Yes, I am going to. I put my Calcutta in attack mode. Okay, let's see.
That's very rated.
Yeah, I raged last round. Was I moving?
Nice, there it
Got the
is.
bless
Here we
with
go.
the
Here we go.
axe. Oh, and the disappointment.
Oh,
Well, see, what happened is I rolled a decent initiative, so
Mm-hmm.
that's
I fucked
unfortunate.
myself.
That is a miss.
all right, that would be my turn.
Lucas, this is bleeding out behind you. What would you like to do?
Ah,
I'm going to step up here.
He's able to walk away from him.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I'll be right
oh, it's
back.
fine.
Man, you moved out of the way, dude.
Okay, he got into close combat with that other guy.
So that was 5, 10, 15. 20. Let's see. Damn
Excuse
it.
me.
We can't go there. I'll go there.
I think would it go around the corner, or does it
It's-
get blocked by
It's a
it?
pulse. It's a pulse.
It'll go around the corner.
Well, I
That's
can
fine.
get everybody but Calgadir.
Well,
I mean,
he's
if
pretty.
you're-
He's pretty robust.
You know,
he's pretty beefy.
famous last words, but I should be
They
okay.
gotta stop saying positive things about you because they always said some bad.
Every time.
Well, I
Hit
just-
points.
I'm just gonna make a character called Murphy at this point.
Everybody gets 7 hit points.
All right.
I can-
Nighttail's gonna 5 foot away from Lucas, or not from Lucas, but from Rikus, and he's gonna target Kelgadir because fuck that guy.
Could he go stand by his other friend? Could he do that for
16,
me?
I think, is a hit.
Yeah. Well, I'm reaching.
13 is a hit.
13 is not.
Not a hit. Excellent. All right, so you're only taking the first one. All right. Take 12 points of damage.
Ooh.
She shoots you with an arrow. The other one dinks off your armor.
Well, that hurts.
Gris, you're up
I'm
next.
mildly inconvenienced.
Okay, where could I get that I could see her? I'm gonna. I should be able to get to here, and I'm going to take a shot at Purple Boy, and so that will be.
Oh, it's not a weapon in hand? Oh no.
That should be.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that'll hit for 9. Doesn't like it. Nicely
Apparently
done.
doesn't like it. That part is not going to affect me in the slightest. As long as
Right,
it's got
gets you
narrow.
up next.
All right. I'm gonna do the same thing that Calgadir did, if I can, and squeeze through
Yeah.
here so I can. I gotta keep the pressure on her.
Mm-hmm. You're putting him into a corner. It's going
Nobody
well.
puts kobolds in the corner.
Except you guys.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Yeah.
Oh,
I
no. Roll
rolled
a
nat
confirm.
1.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh shit.
You'll probably be right. You don't confirm. You just miss. It's hard. You're like in a hole. You're like swinging at it. It's a whole thing.
Well,
Epius, you regain consciousness. There are 2 arrows sticking from your chest. They kind of burn, but you're okay.
He's gonna start coughing up blood some more and cast him some mirror image while he's still on the ground,
I
and
love
then
it.
stand up.
I love it.
Little late there, champ.
This guy 5 foot to here points a kobold finger at Calgadir. Calgadir, what is your touch AC?
11, because
11.
yeah, it's not great.
Oh, buddy.
Ah, you missed. Wait a minute.
Okay, doesn't confirm. Doesn't confirm the crit hit with this ray. Spell crits are fun. But I need you to give me a fortitude save, Calgadir.
Fortitude save. No one say a goddamn thing.
You got this.
Fuck you. All right.
What did I tell you?
You take 5 strength damage.
Oof.
Ray of
Fuck
Enfeeblement. A ray
Yeah.
of Enfeeblement.
That's a good one.
Fuck that
Yep.
guy.
And that's a thing. So there you go.
Yeah, well, unfortunately for them, it's still a fucking D12 weapon, so, you know.
And now it's your turn to rebut. At least it wasn't 11. That would have been terrible. That was max.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Good thing you did, in
what's-
fact, have this.
Yeah.
Oh, Aaron.
Good thing it wasn't 22 with the crit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I'm
would have been
trying to
bad.
see. Where can I input the fucking strength damage?
I've never seen a random thing
You
with turn a
go
man
to
jelly.
your core page,
Oh,
and then
it's
there's
cool.
a section for strength, and then there is a.
Debuff.
You have it under. Oh, you have compact mode. You have to go to edit mode,
Oh,
and then
Yeah,
you click
on
on
core, there's a-
damage, and
there's
you
a
go
dr-
to 5.
I
Alright, I took care of it for you.
See.
Yep.
It was operating under peasant mode. Like, cool. I'm still gonna try and hit them in the face.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. That's good positioning. That's good positioning.
Ooh.
I like it. I like it.
You boys want to go to Cleveland? All right.
Yeah.
Get fucked.
So what part of Cleveland you want me to go to?
The one with 2 less kobolds in it. Hopefully, how do I take this back out of mode? I'm dumb. Well, it's my first time playing Pathfinder, guys. Was it the sheet anyway? I'll do this. All right, cool. 18.
That'll hit.
Okay.
10 damage. Not bad. Slashing him.
Get to his second attack on the next guy.
14 is a
minus.
miss.
Yeah, no, it took this made.
Alright, it's alright. Alright, next up is Lucas.
Oh, that's right. I heal. I keep forgetting to do that.
All right, so here's a question. Can I yell out and have everybody close their eyes?
Sure. I'll give you this one.
Okay. I'm going to scream, close your eyes. If you want to make them roll to see if they actually do it.
I can all listen.
Okay. And then I'm going to cast Burst of Radiance.
There it is. Reflex.
Right.
Oh, Nighttail fails.
Right there.
Razgad
means-
succeeds.
So that one's the first one is within range. Second, so Calgadir would be in range, but I can't tell if
Nope.
Rikus
Just
would
Calgadir.
be just Calgadir. Okay, so
I mean, he trusts our shaman pretty specifically because that's what you are to him. He
all
just-
right, so
Magic.
shimmering light creatures in the area blinded for 1d4 rounds.
Roll a
or
D4.
dazzled for 1d4. 2
Nice.
rounds.
That's huge.
Evil creatures take 1d4 damage per caster level. So I believe that has already been rolled at 12.
Beautiful.
That's not. I don't know if that's right though. Hold on.
Solid. We're just gonna run with it because I like it.
Yeah, 1d4 times 3.
Nighttail Glib is blind. She is going to 5 foot back and total defense.
Mm.
Gris, you're up next.
I would like to shoot Purple Boy.
Mm.
We're gonna rapid shot his ass.
Whip,
Chris.
Chris. Whip.
So I believe that is wrong numbers there. Hello.
Do this thing.
19's gonna hit. For 8. He's not looking great. He's screaming, you will never stop us. We will succeed. We shall return him.
We're stopping them right now,
We shall
though. That's the
return
thing.
him
It's-
to his glory.
We are in the process of.
Yeah, we're getting it
I
done.
don't think this is all of them.
Just remember, Rogaz is dazzled.
Rikus.
We're going 5 foot up, and we're going to. So she's blind and total defensing. I'm going to smack little boy here with the flail, and we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, Rikus, if you could do me a favor, describe to me how you crush this kobold.
I just think that, Calgadir has been swinging at him, and so he's really focused on him, and then all of a sudden he gets, one of the arrows from Gris, and as he looks down, just stepping forward, spinning the flail, Rikus just comes down and pretty much forces his head into his body cavity with the end of the flail.
Absolutely. Beautiful. And he drops. There is a shriek from Glib, Nighttail Glib. She crumbles to the ground and starts to weep. Give us a sense motive check on her in this moment.
I loved him. He was my everything. Sense motive, eh?
So I don't sleep with your coworkers.
Rikus, it appears she has just fallen out from under the effect of some sort of mind control or compulsion effect. You may still murder her if you so choose, but she appears to be confused and lost. Now my question is, will you murder her in this moment? Calgadir and Rikus.
I mean,
I think Rice is gonna look over at Calgadir
Calgadir, you're in your rage mode. She drops. She's mumbling to herself something in Draconic about what's happening. Where am I? Why can't I see?
I don't speak Draconic, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Calgadir lean into it, or would he
Either.
stop?
I mean, he's pretty in control of the rage. It's not like a crazy. I mean, he would at least disarm her, maybe
Yeah.
if he thinks it's genuine confusion. Like
She looks genuinely confused.
He knows enough about magic to just be like to know when like there's magic fuckery afoot, and he doesn't think that he's qualified. To whatever, so he'll definitely disarm her at the least, and then leave this to the wizard shit.
Yeah, and Rikus will let everybody know that. He's no expert, but he thinks she was being mind controlled.
Yeah, and Calgary will translate best he can, and sounds like that's combat voice.
That is combat voice. Wow!
Ooh, a
what
master
a
with falchion.
What a comeback!
Wow.
That was. Whee! That was scary. I was scared when Eppius went down. I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be bad." That was good. That was a good fight. You guys did great. You did great. So, as in the aftermath of this, there is this kind of churning, bubbling noise. Like to describe it, it's almost like sounds like the flushing of a toilet, like this swirling noise, and that sense of ominous presence, that horrific, sickened feeling that some of you are feeling, vanishes, and the entire area starts to feel less unnatural. Nighttail, a few seconds later, regains her sight. Looking up, you see not the kind of hatred and rage that you saw before. You see fear. She skirts back into the corner, putting her tiny clawed hands up. No! No, kill! No! No! Just crying to herself, almost. She looks terrified.
In common or draconic? Because, again, common.
Yeah, this is the one that spoke like perfect dracon or common.
Right.
Yep.
Eppius limps forward using his bared sword as a walking stick.
5 of you still swirling around, mirroring you.
Yeah. None of them looking good. All like different stages of dying, Eppius.
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
No, it's fine.
And yeah, I guess Rikus is just going to look at her and say, "What do you know about what's going on here?"
And she points at the dead kobold.
He said he found it. Said he found the grave of the Lord of Dragonvent. Said he was to return him. Said it spoke to him. Said that he must sacrifice many. I tried to stop him. I tried, but he overtook me. Everyone is dead. The whole tribe gone.
The whole tribe gone. And she starts to realize the gravity of the situation. And similar to the other kobold, which was crying, she starts to break down both with regret, more than likely, as well as simple just her entire family has fallen to the evil machinations of their once wise chieftain. But what you do pick up from her is that it appears he claimed to have found the grave of the once great black dragon. The grave had spoken to him, maybe the soul, the spirit, the essence of it, and it told him how to bring him back. Whether that's true or not, we don't know, but that is the story she is telling you.
It's not the craziest thing we've learned.
No.
Know where the grave is?
She shakes her head.
You know where the grave is?
He never said. He never showed.
I mean, maybe there's something in the tales of the Dragon Slayer and all that. Maybe there's something that we could pick up on, or ask somebody if they have heard any rumors and go off that. Maybe
There's a records hall in town we never checked out.
Yeah, I see where they. I mean, they probably know. Someone knew where the damn thing was buried out, right?
In the mumbling, she mentions the name that you remember. She mentions the name Hunclay.
Well,
What did Hunkley have to do with this?
Hunclay was apparently supplying the kobolds with supplies for their rituals. What ends, we don't know. Apparently, they were working together.
Fucking wizards.
That son of a
And
bitch.
I think because Rikus is suspicious of a number of people in the town.
I think we all are at this point.
Yeah, and I think he's going to say, how many other people were helping you?
She shakes her head. Says only one. Just the wizard.
Oh shit. What's the
What do the kobolds have to do with the town? Why would the mayor want you exterminated?
She kind of tilts her head to the side. Humans don't like kobolds. Always try to kill us. We just want to scrape by, just to live.
You hadn't
Humans
done
blame
anything?
us for missing children. Humans blame us for many things. All lies. All lies. All lies until Chieftain found the grave. Then we became what the humans thought we were.
Do you know anyone by the name Talia Urim?
Give me a sense motive check.
I'm sorry, Lucas, I don't like your girlfriend.
I don't trust her.
Sense
Not my
motive.
girlfriend.
I don't think Lucas likes his girlfriend either.
She shakes her head no. She seems to be telling the truth. Everyone else give a sense motive check.
She's not my girlfriend.
I know, but every time you say she's not your girlfriend, we're just gonna give you shit about it.
Oh my god,
Oh,
yes.
Lucas. She's lying. She does know the name. There is a twinkle of recognition at that name when he speaks it.
Calgader, she's lying about not knowing Talia.
No,
Kill
not lying.
her.
No, not lying.
She's lying. Tell us what you know.
Spare her
Yep.
life, and this is what she can do.
Calgader makes a show of like, like trying to decide which side of the axe, like I imagine it's a double-sided axe, like which one do I want to use? Like he does a couple of practice swings, like
Gris is blowing blood off of an arrow.
He breaks almost instantaneously at the threatening gaze and the ominous checking of the axe by Kelgadir. Also, she's surrounded by 5 well-armed individuals and a sea of dead kobolds, as it were.
Let's say 4 well-armed individuals.
She's not feeling real. You got a sword, buddy. That's pretty
Four
well armed.
well-armed individuals and
you got 2 arms as a wizard. That's all you really need.
She breaks, and she begins to tell you a story of how the innkeeper was actually a friend to the kobolds. They are not, and she tries to explain that they are not the evil, horrible creatures that the town of Belhaim claims them to be. They are simply just trying to survive in the best ways they know. Occasionally, food becomes scarce. Occasionally, things would become hard, and through some matter of, well, happenstance, circumstance, whatever it may be, Nightclub the Glib actually formed a friendship with the innkeeper. And when things became hard for the kobolds, the innkeeper would supply them with food and other such necessities. And while that would happen, Nightclub the Glib would encourage the kobolds, as she was considered second in command, to avoid the town altogether. So it was a kind of mutually beneficial friendship or alliance, to where she would help the kobolds from time to time when things became hard for them, so that they would not grow to desperation and raid the village.
Well, we heard from someone else. I mean, they essentially reached a kind of a ceasefire where, like, you don't fuck with us, we won't fuck with you from other people. So, I mean, it tracks.
What else do you know of Talia? She's not what she seems.
Nighttail doesn't seem to know anything else other than that. And
You don't know what nature of magic she has?
Nighttail shakes her head. I do not know much of magic.
Then, and I think Rikus will look at everybody else and say, she's no threat. There's no reason she has to die here.
I agree.
There's only, 2 of them left at this point. So,
Yeah,
I'll
so
help
that
your
point,
friend.
that stupid deputy could handle it.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, Rikus will almost like sort of kneel down, like just with his hands like up, reach into his pack, and give her just 4 wrapped packets. And these are going to be 4 wrapped up trail rations. That's about all he's got on him for food right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's enough for like 8 days, you know?
Remember small creature.
And she seems like an accomplished ranger. Probably get along fine.
Yeah, true.
And leave her bow and
She shoots you
away
in the
for
back.
her
No,
to
I'm
feed
kidding.
herself.
That's terrible.
I'm dead.
Yeah, goes for Epius first.
Yeah, of course.
No, it's she will allow you all to depart, and
Oh, yeah,
as you
she's-
depart, she will. You'll hear her move eventually, and you can only assume she likely gathers her friend, the last remaining kobold, and they head off to wherever they head off to. But as we pivot back up to the Dragon Fend, the blood red pool of water is no longer blood red. The 2 pools of water with the tendril-like emanations of blood are now just murky pools of water. And again, the entire area around this quarry seems to have returned to normal weather. The skies above seem quiet and calm, and the sleepy town of Belhaim, well, sits before you to return and, well, to gather your reward for clearing out the kobolds. Do you return straight to Belhaim, or do you dilly-daddle elsewhere?
Epius wants to lay down. He has
I
4
think,
points.
and I think Rikus wants to have a talk with the innkeeper.
I like it.
Yeah.
So we're going to return to the town of Belhaim.
Chris is down a level. He'd like whatever needs to happen to get that back.
Just a
1
night's
day of
rest.
bed rest.
1 day of bed rest
Yeah.
will be all right. But as you return to the inn, there are a number of additional carts, wagons. It looks like there might be even some sort of festival or something is going on. Something seems to be rousing up. Looks like some travelers from out of town. The inn's a little more crowded, but Rikus, you're able to go up to the bar. Talia is incredibly busy. You can see she is bustling tables and helping at the bar and getting food, and you catch her and she kind of turns to you and says, "Yeah, what can I get? Oh, Rikus,
And
what can I get you?"
I just picture like he is grimy. He's got blood on him. Like
Yeah.
it's clear he's just come back from work. And
From work.
and he looks at her, puts a coin on the bar, asks for a tankard of her finest,
She does.
and as she comes back, he'll take it, and he'll just look her dead in the face and say, "We left Nighttail alive."
Wide-eyed, shock, but also relief on her face. She says nothing, but takes the coin, gives you your tankard. There is a small linger as she looks at you, and you think you see her mouth thank you, but you can't be sure. Then she turns to return to the other patrons.
Before she does, he'll say one final thing. "The next time we speak, I have questions."
She turns away. And I think our final scene for today's session will be all of you sitting down at your classic table, which has been reserved for you, to have any final thoughts, any final conversations with each other, or do you simply sit down, eat, and have a drink or two?
It's the post-credit scene of the first Avengers movie where everybody just looks so tired. And it's just
It's
like,
just sitting in
Honestly,
a shawarma place. Yeah.
I think that would be a great final scene.
Just all just
Of
chilling.
this. You're all just
just
chilling
like
out,
grimy, dirty,
Grimy.
filthy. Just
eating. She's got some specials today. Some really
Yeah.
good like roast beef. It's like really good. And it's all of you just hanging out. And my friends, that is the end of chapter 1 of Dragon's Demand.
we made
You
it.
all gain a hero point. You also gain to level 4. Congratulations on
Hey.
both. So you're now level 4, and you get 2 hero points. You get 1 for leveling up and 1 for just being badasses, which is awesome. Great session, everyone. Great session. Those fights were intense. I got nervous there, Phil. I was like,
Oh.
"Ooh, this might be the end. This might be the end." But I want to say thank you guys so much for playing. It was really good to be back. And any final thoughts, questions, comments, or concerns before we wrap up today's session?
That's what I can think of.
Just happy to be back at it, boss.
Yeah, well, as I always say at the end of every session, thank you to the players for playing. Thank you to the viewers for viewing. Happy gaming, everyone. We will catch you next Monday for Session 7, which will be beginning of Chapter 2 of Dragon's Demand. Super excited, and we will catch you all soon. Be well and be safe, everybody. Good night.